it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, rugby union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
Good morning, 5 minutes past 6 o'clock. How are we? talkSPORT breakfast with Arnold Clark. Buy a used car, pardon me, and get a free 2-year service plan, plus get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Right, Alan Brazil and super lucky something McCoist.
How are you, pal?
You are minted at the moment.
Good treble last night.
I know, and before that,
golf
and a bit
the golf was
Grand
brilliant.
Prix, not Grand Prix,
The golf,
Grand National.
absolutely. Golf was brilliant, wasn't it? And
At the end of the day,
I was sending you wee messages. I can't lie to you. I was kind of gutted a little bit for Justin. A wee bit.
but I was on at 12-1, Rory, start of it.
Oh, a bit of Rory, but Justin as well.
12-1, I couldn't believe it.
That was unbelievable. I know. You told me that after round 2.
I know. Well, I wasn't going to have a bet, was it, till round 2? And then I thought, 12-1, I've got to have a bet of that.
He was brilliant, wasn't he?
Backed him and Scheffler. So in the end, I went far away.
Oh, he had something in Scheffler, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was terrific. Fancied Portsmouth last night.
Oh.
I just had a fancy for
I
Portsmouth.
had a little double, if I'm being honest. I backed Barca
Yeah, me
to
too.
win, and I backed PSG.
Yeah. Look, PSG's a little bit too good, weren't they? Good side.
I thought Liverpool done all right.
Yeah, did fine.
Just, when the first goal and they killed them.
First goal it is.
Yeah.
It's the first goal. Oh. The other game was a good game. I was watching a bit of that as well.
Great game, I thought.
Yeah.
When you look at it, well done, Atleti.
Oh, yeah.
No, sorry, don't say that. Well done, Atletico. Can't stand that Atleti. Can he stand it? They're changing all the names. Turkayev and all that. No, it's Atletico, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway,
We were brought up with Atletico.
I know. And I just thought, how did they win that? But it's over 2 legs.
Of course it is.
Barcelona.
Then it's sending off right at the end.
And the goal cancelled.
Disallowed.
What it was.
He's just off, isn't
But
he?
he's had a shot at goal. It's not as if he's passed it.
I know.
I don't know. It's a real
He's just offside. I don't think I can argue
Great
with that.
game.
He does well, doesn't he?
So what made you back Pompey then?
I think they've been doing well, I really do. A wee bit of fortunate goal up at Middlesbrough. They're on a bit of a roll. I really.
Southampton.
Mind you, took the words out my mouth.
Well, that was a certainty, Southampton.
Took the words right out my mouth. We spoke about it yesterday. Southampton now chasing what a run they're on, looking good. A little bit concerned?
No. I've never been 100% sure we're going to finish 1-2. I thought we'd definitely do playoffs, and I'm still hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping we can get that second spot. But Pompey, it's never easy down at front. I don't know if you've ever played there. It's never easy down there.
Played once in a testimonial.
Yeah, it's never easy.
Yeah.
But I thought we're at that stage of the season, Ali, where I thought we'll grind out a 1-0. Not to be. So Steve will be full of it.
He'll be flying. I'm seeing him tomorrow up here.
I know, I can't go.
That's tomorrow, isn't it? No, it's not. It's Friday.
Friday. Yeah, I can't go. I'd love to go.
I know. I'd love to have you, man.
No,
that'd have been great.
I missed it last year as well.
Because lovely up there. Look after us, don't they? Western House.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Isn't it?
I remember going there probably 3-4 years ago now. We end up on the...
Remember sat in the balcony?
Yeah. Out my bedroom door, on the balcony, bottle.
Yep, wasn't it beautiful?
Overlooking the paddock. Oh, yeah.
It was stunning, wasn't it? The weather was brilliant. Don't know what the weather's going to be like.
And then the hospitality was great.
Yeah.
Taxi for Kenny. He was there, wasn't he?
That's right. That's right. He was there, correct.
So they've got me asking me, they said, you got to ask him. Have you been getting pelters or something about this?
I don't know.
Conspiracy.
I've got no idea. To tell you
the fixtures.
I've got no idea. I've not, to be honest with you, I don't know the answer to the question. I think it's something to do with you and I. Remember you and I had a bit of a laugh last week?
But it's not just you. I've had loads of people, Rangers, but loads of people saying, this is a disgrace. Da, 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 da.
Here's one for you. I didn't mention you. What about the last game of the season? Rangers at Falkirk again, right?
Aye.
What if Falkirk in the cup final the following week? What kind of team would you pick?
I didn't know that. Well, Rangers battered them, didn't they, after Falkirk were 2-0 up. Right on half-time, they got 2-1.
That was the one, mate.
I was gutted.
That was the one.
Oh, I was gutted.
Oh, I nearly messaged you, but it was too early.
I was gutted.
Just
hold on to half-time.
That was the goal. I'm telling you right now, that was the goal. You're right, mate. Because you know what it's like. If you get 2-0 and 2-1, It's not a goal difference. It's a massive difference.
Someone sent me a fixtures, not fixtures, yeah, we're looking at it, but stats about Celtic, many goals they scored this time last season, almost double the what they scored this year.
The Casey it sent you?
I don't know. I don't think it was, Neil. It might have been, but I don't think so. I had so many, I'm trying to whip through them all.
Mind, it is unbelievable, isn't it? That's some stat. If you'd have thought, because the one thing Celtic normally always do is score goals. But they definitely look shy in that front, don't they?
Who do you think honestly deserves to win it, Hearts or Rangers?
Honestly, I don't know, mate.
Have Hearts blown it now?
No. Oh, no.
No?
I'm going to say something.
Well, they've got Shankland back now and they've got someone else.
Boy Devlin back.
Aye, he's
two centre-backs I like. I tell you, Braga's different class.
Yeah.
But the front three wide area, Shankland, I just think the thing is as well, Alan, right? We were talking about it yesterday. People forget Hearts have got absolutely no fear at all because they've already, unless I'm mistaken, and the guys out there will tell us, I think they've beaten Celtic twice and drawn with them. And I think they've beaten Rangers twice and lost to Rangers. So out of, 6 games, Rangers have beaten them once. They've won 4 and drawn 1. So why are we thinking all of a sudden that that's going to dramatically change? It might not.
I just look at the fixtures and, people are getting tired and injuries and playing with injuries. And I look at the fixture, I think, Celtic Rangers. I do. And then that game at Parkhead is just massive. It's like looking forward to this weekend, City against Arsenal. Although, I will say this, I think Mikel's got to be a little bit careful. He's coming on a bit now on the telly and he's getting a bit carried away. I think he's just got to be quiet and just say, look, we've got another big game up at Man City. If it goes our way, lovely. If it doesn't, there's still lots of points to play for and we've got a good run in.
What a game, mate.
I think he's got to be positive without giving it
He's got to be positive. He's got to be positive. He really has. Did I like it there?
What?
Did I like it?
Because you've either just noticed.
No.
Because they go on and off all the time.
Seriously?
Yeah, honestly. Have you not been in the studio for a few weeks?
I was in yesterday.
Anyway, what about Liverpool? We'll move on. We'll come back to that, right?
Yes.
Liverpool, the latest English team to crash out of the Champions League, beaten 2-0 by PSG. Liverpool fans, how unacceptable was a trophyless season at Anfield? Having spent, over 300 million in the summer, does Slot still have credit in the bank? He's got a year left, don't forget, from last season, or has it totally ran out? 03 717 22 3344. Come and get involved in the show. There's loads to talk about today. And does Mikel need to stop giving the media sound bites to tear him down with? What do you reckon, Arsenal fans? Are you worried now? I wouldn't be worried yet. 6:14.
No fear, pure fire.
And Tyson Fury, along with Mr. Warren alongside him in the ring, had a look at Anthony Joshua sitting ringside. And Fury honed in on Joshua and said, okay, how about it?
Next, I want to give you the fight you've all been waiting for. I want you, AJ, Anthony Joshua. Let's give the fight fans what they want. The Battle of Britain. And here's my challenge. I challenge you, Anthony Joshua, to fight me, the Gypsy King, next! Do you accept my challenge?
Tonight is your night, and you know I'll sit across that ring from you in due time. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. I've been chasing you for the last 10 years. When you're ready, you come and see me and tell me your terms and conditions, and I'll have you in the ring when I'm ready. I'm the boss. You work for me. I'm the landlord. Remember that. I'm the landlord. You work for me.
Now, I've got to say, Simon, I thought AJ handled that brilliantly.
Yeah, to a point. I think he's absolutely right not to allow the whip hand to be Tyson Fury's, because Tyson's all pumped up after being back in the ring and having just won a fight. The flip side of it is I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out by Daniel Dubois puts you in the box seat. You are both the biggest names in British boxing over the last decade.
Shivering for
That noise.
shaking.
That noise brings me out in a rash.
Ray Parlour's got that in his alarm. Right, Ali with me. A huge weekend of sporting actions on the horizon. We'll have what seems like a title descender, City against Arsenal. We have the Scottish Grand National this weekend. Did I mention Spurs? No, move on, Alan. But all of these events pale into insignificance because the greatest event of all takes place this weekend. The Chunk is getting married. What about that?
Brilliant. Best of luck.
That's right. Our boy, the Chunk, is tying the knot, Jamie Hara. On a drive yesterday, the boys were painting a picture of what the special day could look like.
Would Cundy be out of order if he wears the Ange mark?
I mean, maybe don't wear it in the church. After the win, you know the bit after we have the dinner and the speech, and then everyone it turns into a party.
Yeah.
Wear it then.
I think at the church.
No, you can't do the church, man.
I think at the church. What's the worst way to ruin a wedding? Probably saying I don't.
No. You know when? No. I think the worst thing could happen is, you know, when you go, is anyone here, can give reasons, and someone just turns up.
I like to say at my mate's wedding, I won't say what mate, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When they said if anyone here knows of any reason why, that I gave it a big old cough. Like that. And they turned around and I went, excuse me, sorry, carry on. He went
you.
white. He went, it's horrific for him. Any tips for O'Hara getting married? Second time lucky.
Yeah.
Who was the first? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Jeez. No, just, enjoy yourself, mate. That's all I've got for you.
That's a bit harsh, they've got me trying to ask you, Ali, but no. That's private. Give it a break.
What they want? Some wedding advice, tips?
Yeah, well, yeah. There's either you or Parlour or...
I could give his future missus more tips than I could. It's shocking, to be honest with you.
Listen, good luck to Jamie. I mean that.
Very best of luck.
I hope nothing comes.
Back page review on talkSPORT.
Kitty's back with us, Mum.
Can he stop yourself? Can he stop himself?
You couldn't. We were waiting for it there, weren't we? I can't wait for that best man speech. Surely they'll just be talking all about how bad Spurs are. But there we go. Back pages. Yes, lots of...
What have we got?
What have we got? Shall I save things? Yes, lots of headlines regarding Liverpool. They crashed out of the Champions League, didn't they? Pictures of a very sad Mo Salah cop-out. Liverpool's Euro dream is over after PSG masterclass. Headline on the back page. That was on the back page of the Mail. On the back page of the Times, they've gone with Dembele shows his class. What a brilliant first goal. The second goal that was as well. And also pictures of Hugo Ekitike after he gets injured, going down.
He's had a poor couple of games, hasn't he, against his old club?
Yes, he has. And it's the Achilles injury. So we don't know how bad that is. So lots of kind of mixed reactions in terms of how good PSG were, but also, you know, Liverpool crashing out of yet another competition, Ali.
Oh, it's a poor one, isn't it? I mean, I think over the 2 games well beaten, to be honest with you. PSG have got a fantastic record against English sides recently. I've got to say, particularly at home, I've seen them. I think Aston Villa might have been the only side, I think, giving them any serious trouble, Katie. But no, I think PSG will probably look favourites to win the tournament, to me, right at this moment in time.
Remind me how the draw goes again.
Oh,
PSG versus Arsenal Sporting.
No, it'll be Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal Sporting, and then it'll be PSG against
Munich or Real Madrid.
Yes,
I would
exactly.
suggest that's a good result for Arsenal last night then, because I don't fancy Arsenal against Barcelona. I wouldn't have done against Atleti. I think they've got a better chance.
Oh, I'd agree with that
if they go through.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But by the way, what a game the other game's going to be. That's I mean,
2-1 in it.
Bayern Munich have been excellent. They've not put a foot wrong. Harry Kane again, out of this world. Liverpool's point of view, they had a little bit of a hope last night, but I just felt they had to score first, guys.
Yeah.
And that wasn't.
By the way, can I just say the start of it, the atmosphere,
amazing.
Was Anfield at its best?
Of course it was.
It needed to be though, didn't it?
The place was rocking, absolutely rocking. But it was the first goal, wasn't it? Who got the first goal?
So who's in the final for you then?
PSG.
Arsenal.
Yes.
Yeah. But then I still fancy. Oh, I don't know. As an Arsenal fan, I want them to win the Champions League. But PSG, they look so good.
I think Arsenal go through tonight, and I think they'll beat Atletico Madrid.
And then they'll get.
And then the other one, Bayern.
No. I think PSG will beat Bayern.
Yeah.
I know.
Solid, aren't they? They're solid now, Bayern.
I would tell you, I think PSG and Bayern are the 2 best teams in the tournament at the moment.
Yeah, that should really be the final, you'd think. But PSG, I think, also would beat Bayern Munich. PSG looks so good, don't they?
Amazing.
And they know how to win. I was listening to Thierry Henry last night, and he was like, now they know how to win. They had Ousmane Dembele on, and they just have that confidence. They've got that experience. So they were so good last season, and now they've got an extra gear. So
you know, he was great again, Vitinha. How does he do it?
Different class.
He played it. Was it Borough or somewhere he played over here?
Wolves, was it not?
How the hell did that?
Alan.
What a player.
Yeah. I mean, the first leg, he was absolutely tremendous. Tremendous, he was. Brilliant.
Just give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. Busy.
They've got I think they've got so in the middle of the park in terms of the ball possession, movement, everything's great. Great.
as for Arsenal's game tonight against Sporting Lisbon, they have that 1-0 lead, and a number of the back pages are going with the headline, all guns blazing. Fired up Mick wants Emirates Inferno, as Mikel Arteta claims he is on fire as Arsenal season reaches boiling point. So he's come out with a couple of
problems. Has Declan not got a fitness test?
Yeah, so Declan has a fitness. Yeah. So Declan Rice has a fitness test. Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard look to set. They look to be out.
They'll be all right though.
Okay, you see more of Arsenal. Saka, has he been?
He's just struggled with injury quite a lot recently. So they've
played so many games, hasn't he?
Madieki's form's dipped a little bit as well.
Yeah,
hasn't
so
it?
we've missed that kind of firepower from the right. But in terms of Mikel Arteta, he's come out with a number of these quotes, hasn't he? He's come out with punch in the face after Bournemouth, bring your lunch, bring your dinner. That was before Bournemouth. All aboard the fun boat. That was after they lost to Man United. And I want to be kings of everything. What do you make of all these quotes from Mikel Arteta? Do you think it's a strength or a weakness?
Well, I think sometimes we're looking for it as well, aren't we? We're looking for every quote that he makes. I think he needs to be positive, extremely positive, get his team focused and get back playing because, what is it, 3 out of 4? They've lost?
Yeah, lost 3 out of the last 4.
He might just be trying to take the pressure off his side.
Well, I think he is.
Doesn't that draw more attention, though, with all these headlines?
More attention on him, I think.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win in, it'll be like, see you later, Mikel, you've had your chance.
Do you reckon they'll get rid of Mikel Arteta if he doesn't win anything this season?
I tell you what.
But then even if they reach the final of the Champions League?
You just don't know. You don't know, honestly. It depends who's about. But he's had, look at the squad they've got. Fantastic. What a chance this year. If they blow it, I think they'll win the Premier League. Even if they lose to City, I still think they'll win it. But I think they'll crawl over the line.
Yeah. It's going to be so tight. That game on Sunday, Ali, is so big, isn't it?
I don't think they can afford to get beaten Sunday. I don't.
Do you think they'll go for the draw?
The remaining games are all right, Ali, aren't they?
I know, but City look as though they've hit a serious bit of form.
And it's at the Etihad. So you feel as though in previous years Arsenal have gone for the point, haven't they?
Sure.
If they go for the win, they might open up, and then City might exploit them. That is a huge game on Sunday. I'm going to have my pillow and be watching behind the pillow. I'm very nervous about Sunday.
It effectively doesn't matter that much to me, but I think I'll be watching it from behind the couch.
You'll go behind the couch. I'm behind a pillow. Alan, what are you doing? Are you watching it?
What do you think? What do you think?
I think City can beat them. I do. It'll be tight.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Alan,
if City beat them, which there is a chance of, clearly.
Yeah.
The momentum.
I know, but look at the remaining fixtures. Arsenal could win them all. They could. If their confidence is not dented too much, I think they could win everyone. That's enough.
I would say one last story to bring you on the back page before I go. So Bournemouth, obviously, Andoni Iraola will be leaving at the end of the season. So who is in the frame? Names like Frank Lampard and Kieran McKenna from Ipswich, Alan.
That's bad though, isn't it? Frank's done a great job. He's going to win it with Coventry.
Excellent.
Hopefully Ipswich should be second or go through the playoffs. I'd rather not speculate, but 2 managers still got a lot to do. There's so much at stake at the moment.
Particularly if those, and thanks to certainty, those 2 clubs get promoted, would they go to another club? Maybe, but maybe not.
Surely if you've built something, though, after spreading the Championship is so hard, and then you get promoted, you want to see that through, surely. If they bring in reinforcements.
I think Ipswich have got money. Well, I don't know if Coventry have got money.
But then, I think, particularly Kieran McKenna, didn't he know of 1 or 2 opportunities to move? Yeah.
Speculation.
It was in the Manchester United frame at one point, wasn't it?
So, he showed loyalty there, and I don't think he would go. I think if they got automatic promotion, which now isn't guaranteed.
Massive Celtic fan as well.
Big Rangers man. Yes, he's a big Rangers man, Kieran. He's telling me last time.
Right, more of this at 6:45. Katie, thank you. 6:28.
Tottenham Hotspur, this mighty club with a phenomenal stadium, we all know that, of course. are looking at heading to Sheffield United, with all due respect, Birmingham, Swansea, Preston, Stoke next season. Is that what's going to happen? Graham's a big Tottenham fan and joins us live. Graham, good morning. Is that what's going to happen?
I'm sorry to say, I think at the minute, I think it has to be. We'd have to be completely blindsided, I feel, to think anything else. I said in amongst group chats with friends that in January, the moment we slip into that bottom three, I don't see us getting out of it. And I think it's got nothing to do, and this alludes to a point that Simon made, I feel, maybe 10 minutes ago, about not necessarily having that quality, because it's clear that the quality hasn't been there this season. It's about having the fight and the mentality to actually pull yourself together, earn the money that you're being paid, and get yourself out of this and restore some sort of reputation that this football club has got. Unfortunately, I feel for us at the minute, we have too many players that have completely checked out. When the going got tough in and around January, February time, when you actually sat there and thought, we're in a bit of bother here, agents started appearing. Suddenly we've got Van der Ven doing interviews with his dad.
It's not often you associate fan power with Chelsea Football Club, but one of the shining examples of it lies with a group called the Chelsea Pitch Owners. And they've proved to be the thorn in the side of owners past and present who've been dead set on moving stadiums to a larger, more lucrative piece of land. Essentially, the supporters group holds the freehold to the land on which Stamford Bridge sits. Former owner Ken Bates set it up at a time where some unruly property developers tried to evict the club from their ground. In order to prevent this, he established the CPO as a company that owned the pitch and offered the fans the chance to buy a share for £100. As well as that, they also own the rights to the name Chelsea Football Club, so if any owner wants to take them elsewhere, they can't be called Chelsea without the approval from the CPO. Now, in 2011, Roman Abramovich tried and failed to move them away from Stamford Bridge, and this has set a precedent for Todd Bowley and the current power brokers at Chelsea. They know any plan which involves moving from Stamford Bridge will require CPO approval from the now 13,000 fans who own it. There are fans who are concerned that if they stay at the bridge, they'll be left behind their domestic and European rivals who are moving to more commercially successful stadiums. But for the heritage and history lovers, Stamford Bridge is one of the iconic English stadiums, and to move away would be a grave mistake. It might not be as flashy as others, but stadiums like it have something about them that cannot be replaced. One thing's for sure, if Bowley wants to take Chelsea away from their home, he'll have to go through the CPO first.
Change my headphones, man.
Yeah. I was going to say get some more, but we're cutting down here, aren't we? Everywhere. Have you seen the latest forecasts?
No.
The way the country's going. Oh,
the country?
The country's just going down a pothole.
Oh, I'm telling you, mate, up the road. Oh, dear me. I know I keep going on about it. The roads.
Oh.
See that road, that M8, between the airport and Glasgow?
That's still not road works.
Oh, man. And they tell me it's going to be there for another 2 or 3 months.
No.
My biggin, right? Big Alexander. He's got a problem with his tooth, right? He needed one of the wisdom tooth coming through. Horrendous pain. Horrendous.
Just hit one of them bumps, your tooth will fall out.
You know what the dentist said to him? We'll book you in for a month.
What?
The appointment they wanted to give him was a month.
So what did he say then? Well,
I said, we're going private. You need to go private with me on, simple as that. But he went back and the dentist said to him, look, this is an emergency. So he ended up in the hospital on big tablets that would knock out a horse. And they said to him, all right, we'll take you quicker. So he waited 9 days.
Hold on a minute, what's we Viv doing? Should I get in a piggy bank?
Well, by the way, she'd been prone to knock a couple of mine out early doors. With that right jab. But honestly, I'm not even finished yet. City centre. I was on to Big Donald McLeod, my big pal, right? He's ran clubs and all.
The garage.
Correct. You know him, he's a big Rangers man.
I've never been in there.
No, he's a big Celtic man. And he's...
Is he?
Aye, massive Big Donald. Great big lad. Talking about it. City centre is bordering on shambolic. Shambolic. Argyle Street, Sauchiehall Street, unrecognisable. It's heartbreaking, Alan. Honestly, heartbreaking, mate.
It's not just that. If we open the lines up to people how over the last 20 years their town centres have changed, it'd be frightening.
It would be.
We're down the pan.
He's got right, another one.
Down the pan.
It's very, very sad.
And as I said, the financial forecast, so just we've got the worst of the lot again.
What was the one I read? Well, I couldn't believe the one I read. We're actually paying out more in benefits than we are taking in.
Yeah.
And you're paying out money in bit.
Ali asked me. I'm not. This is my last one, right? Because I don't want people giving it. What do you know about politics and all that? But you know, with this Straits of Hormuz and all that, and what Trump, whether you like him, it appears everyone's turned against him now. But you watch in a few years' time, if the threat comes back, we'll all be saying help. Why the hell do we not get a hold of that Muppet Miliband, shake him, and say, open up the North Sea, you tube? Well, we've got this problem.
Because it seems a better idea to import the same stuff from Norway.
And pay 3 times.
It's a good idea, isn't it?
Aye, well, there you go. That's
it.
Up.
You and I have sorted.
You're a clown.
You and I have sorted.
Right, it's time for a bit of this.
The other head kick is an unbelievable goal from Gareth Bale. God, I love the Champions League. PSG, finally, European champions.
Belting atmosphere. It's absolutely the sort of atmosphere you want to feel in a big Champions League night.
A new era for Champions League football.
Every match matters. It's talkSPORT in the Champions League. It's Kevin's Hatch of the day.
Oh, a massive night of Champions League action last night. We learnt 2 of our 4 semis. I kept flicking over. I couldn't stop watching Barcelona. I watched the start of the Liverpool game to get the atmosphere, but then I had to go back to...
I had both on, mate.
Atleti.
Brilliant.
Atleti. As Dembele bagged twice to send PSG through against Liverpool, and despite scoring twice early on, Atleti were just too much for Barcelona, send them through 3-2 in aggregate. John is now for a bit more on us. A very, very good morning. European football expert Kevin Hatchard. Kevin, good morning.
Morning, Kev.
Morning, guys. How are we?
We're in top form. We've just sorted the nation out. I don't know if you heard that.
I was panicking a bit. Yeah. I thought we're stepping into news night there for a bit. So,
well, I'll tell you how bad it is, Kev, right? Last one. And I mean, I'm driving in at 4 o'clock this morning, and it was a BBC channel, and they're talking about the plight of butterflies. I'm like, what? What? The plight
Who
of
is
butterflies.
Thinking of the butterflies?
We've got millions of people in tents, you know, scraping one meal a day, and these clowns are talking about butterflies. Right, how did they weather that game last night and get through?
Yeah, I think what was really interesting was the approach, actually, because they got dragged into a bit of a end-to-end shootout, and I actually thought that suited them, because I think the old school way of looking at Simeone's football is that he was going to dig in, he was going to batten down the hatches and play that kind of horrible football. They don't really do that anymore. They haven't done that for quite a while.
Yeah.
You know, they are a team that's added a lot of technically gifted footballers. You look at somebody like Ademola Lookman coming in halfway through the season.
He came from
Yes, he's a hard
Charlton
worker.
originally, didn't he, Charlton?
Yeah. I mean, he's had an incredible career, and what I really applaud with him is he's shown the adventure to go to... He went to Leipzig earlier in his career and had some good games there. He went to Bergamo, and he's a hero at Atalanta because he scored that hat-trick in the final of the Europa League.
I was there, Kev. What a hat-trick.
Incredible.
Yeah, what a performance.
You know, what a performance. I mean, you know, he's in the history of that club forever. And, okay, towards the end, he was pushing for the move, and it all got a bit tense. But he's got this move to Atletico Madrid. And I tell you what, most players, when they first arrive at Atletico, have to win Simeone over.
Yeah.
He's very cautious about how many starts he gives players. Griezmann's been talking about that recently, that he didn't play that much when he first arrived necessarily. Lookman's been in from the start, and that was a massive moment because they were on the ropes when that goal went in. When Lookman scored, they were desperate for it. They really were, because I thought the way Barcelona started the game was phenomenal.
Barca, they play the game the proper way, don't they? You could argue about the high line. They're always going to concede, but if you don't like watching Barcelona,
they're a great.
You don't like football.
I don't think there's any doubt there's a great watch, but at the same time, you would fancy to score against them. That's the thing. I'm saying it might be said for PSG. They're certainly a great watch. Probably a little bit, a big bit better defensively. I've got to say, it was a big ask, I thought, last night for Liverpool, Kev. First goal was always important, mate.
Yeah, that's the key. Liverpool never got that first goal, and you look at that moment when Safanov makes the save from Kerkez and then an unbelievable challenge from Marquinhos.
Incredible.
I mean, that was as good as a goal, and he celebrated it like a goal, and so he should, because that proved to be one of the critical moments of the game. I was surprised that Liverpool weren't. I thought they were much more intense after half-time. I wondered where that was from the get-go, because Paris were able to keep possession, were able to knock it around, were able to find those spaces. Poor old Jeremy Frimpong, he's arrived at the club as a wing-back, and he's having to play as a full-back, and he was up and down, up and down. There were spaces in behind him the whole time, and that affects Konate. And I just thought Paris, if they'd been a bit more ruthless in the first half, could have put it away, actually. But just there were moments they weren't taking advantage of that. But this is a Paris team that's very difficult to knock over. That's why they're the European champions, because they can keep possession, they can hit you on the break. Defensively, they're strong. You know, you'd think the goalkeeper is a bit of a weakness, but actually made a couple of really important saves. So they are a very, very high standard, and Liverpool fell a bit short.
Kev, let's look ahead, please, to tonight. Bayern against Real. What a game this is going to be.
Incredible. I thought the first leg was one of the best games we've seen in the tournament this season. And Bayern played their way. You know, you talk about playing the right way. That's what they do. You know, they flood forward, they press high, they take risks. And it was actually the fact that they weren't as aggressive in the second half that let Real Madrid back into the game. And Manuel Neuer came up big for them when he had to. I don't think they'll change the approach. I think they'll try and swarm Real Madrid from the get-go, and that will open up some spaces. So again, if Real Madrid can get the first goal, then we'll see what happens. But I don't think Bayern will get nervous, especially at home. I think even if they were to concede the first goal, they'll just keep on playing their football, keep on pushing for more goals. I mean, you're talking about a team that scored 105 Bundesliga goals, and we've still got 5 games of the season to go. They've broken a record that stood since 1972, and they've done it with lots of games still to go.
Kev, what about the Arsenal? Have they? I mean, not Sporting weren't without their chances. First leg in Lisbon, but would you expect a home victory?
Yeah, I would. I'd certainly expect Arsenal to go through.
Yep.
Sporting don't see it that way, though. Rui Borges has been very bullish, saying that he fully believes they can turn it round. They did manage to turn a 3-0 deficit round in the previous round, but that was at the Alvalade. That was at home.
Of course.
And, you just wonder whether they've blown their biggest chance, because they came close to scoring last week.
Big time, yeah.
David Raya had to be excellent. And I just wonder if Arsenal have done the hard work. Doesn't mean it's easy, but I think Arsenal should go through.
Kev, nice one. Thank you.
Enjoy it tonight, Kev.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
TalkSport is your place to stay covered. Excuse me. Across all the European action, we have live commentary of Arsenal's second leg against Sporting tonight, and then coverage of both Forest. Let's not forget that Forest and Villa Europa League matches tomorrow. Still to come on Breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Manage your Travis Perkins trade account online at travisperkins.co.uk or via the Travis Perkins app.
Okay, we're going to be joined by this man, Ed. No, not the Moose. We're talking KSI. Ali, are you a big KSI fan?
Massive.
I watched a bit of it. I watched it last night. Joe recorded it. So I watched last night.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, it wasn't the best show last night, but I have been enjoying it. Liverpool fans, after being dumped out... Oh, you didn't, no? Well,
by the way, do you know something? He's shouting at me here, and I've got that one down like that. Try again, shout at me here. That's working now.
Just ignore him.
I know what.
Liverpool fans, after being dumped out of the Champions League, how are you feeling about the remainder of your season? Ooh, brilliant atmosphere, by the way, before kick-off. That was special. Are you still confident of getting European football next year? And does Arne simply have to go in the summer? 1 year left. Give us a call. 03717 22 3344. That was our breakfast preview. Our good friends at Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
It's going to be some summer of change, isn't it, for Liverpool?
Again, yeah, massive. It's. Do
you think Slot might be part of that summer of change?
No chance. Honestly, I don't say that lightly, but the amount of Liverpool supporters I know are on the same page. The hierarchy aren't daft. They're not stupid. Finishing fifth for Liverpool, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Irrelevant of the mitigating circumstances.
It might get you Champions League.
Well, it will, and financially that's good, but where they're at is nowhere near. They're nowhere near it. They're only going to probably only get fifth because of other teams failing below them.
How many times did you play for Liverpool? You got a rough ballpark figure.
240, 250.
240, 250. So you must have the absolute utmost admiration for Andy. 373 appearances for the club. He came for 8 million from Hull.
Yeah, but the respect comes from not only his longevity, it's the level of his performance during that period. His numbers are phenomenal, and he's been. I think he's been underrated. I don't think he's ever, in all the success Liverpool have had. Yes, there's times where he's had some plaudits, but it's more been Trent.
Yeah,
you know, the front three on the Klopp, all that's the Henderson, the captain, fantastic. Robbo's gone under, and there's the other thing as well. Last thing on him, it's no coincidence Virgil hasn't been himself because he hasn't had Robbo next to him. That's definitely a factor.
So. Heart says Liverpool, PSG.
No, my heart doesn't even. They're not. PSG are here.
You've given up on them because PSG are PSG.
I'd be amazed.
Okay, 6:51.
You didn't realise that?
No, I didn't realise that. We'll come on that in a moment. Arsenal and City's figures. So basically, we're looking at it now. Arsenal probably got the best goal difference at the moment.
At the moment,
if City win the game in hand and beat Arsenal, they're level on points. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that changes things.
That's what I said to you.
I know. I thought they were still 3 behind.
I mean, we can't keep talking about this. The lady on my left-hand side is going to have a panic attack, right?
Yeah. Well, no wonder. I wouldn't. Would you want to go to Iceland?
Oh, aye. I'm going to Iceland again in August. Going fishing.
I'm not having an issue going fishing.
The reason, by the way, we are talking about Iceland is because I'm going to Iceland.
When are you going?
On Friday, because England, the Lionesses, are playing Iceland on Saturday. And I've never been to Iceland. I've never been to Reykjavik, but you have.
Beautiful.
You fished in Iceland.
Yes, I fished in Iceland last August and I'm going back. But I've also been to Iceland many, many years ago.
I've been to the Faroes.
I've been to Faroes as well. Reykjavik's beautiful.
Is it?
Not cheap, but beautiful. You're flying into Keflavik. There's two. There's a smaller airport and then there's Keflavik, Reykjavik, which I think is the international one.
Yeah, I think the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lionesses did all right.
Maybe I should do some fishing while I'm out there as well. After the game, maybe?
Not the right time of the year.
Okay, I know you. If you caught one, I can't touch it. Someone help me.
No, I'm good like that.
I can't wait.
I'm good. I'm actually really good. I probably wouldn't be able to because it's flapping everywhere and then it'd probably end up back in the water.
That's fantastic. See, the fly fishing up there, Katie, is just nothing short of magnificent.
Right, Katie, what you got? From butterflies to trout.
Did you seriously come in here to talk about fly fishing in Reykjavik?
I actually came in here to talk about the EFL because what a night we were treated to. Portsmouth, a really impressive win for them. Sorry, Alan. Portsmouth beating Ipswich by 2-0. And John Mousinho even saying after the game he feels like that was the best performance he's ever seen since he's been in charge.
That was a bit of a statement, wasn't it?
Big statement. Ipswich also had been, on a good run before, 9 unbeaten.
Well, beating Norwich was a big result.
Huge.
Correct.
Huge result in the East Anglian derby. But Ipswich, maybe, Alan, this was just a blip last night?
I hope so. I do. I said, if we can get 1 or 2, especially second, I'll be over the moon.
As for Portsmouth,
the ball's still in your court.
It's tight.
Yeah, but the ball's still firmly in your court. You win your game in hand. And you win your game in your hand. What is that? You'd be 5 points ahead of Millwall. What the season they're having, by the way.
Yeah, up to third. Yeah, the best one in
The Saints, the playoffs, the team coming with a wet sail, and that's Southampton at the moment.
Yeah, Southampton are looking very good indeed. Ipswich, though, just on that, they've got a big game against Middlesbrough on Sunday.
Yeah.
That'll be massive
Portman
as well.
Road, isn't it?
Yeah. So that'll be really good.
By the way, I'm just doing a quick look. You're correct, Katie, Middlesbrough, and then I think you've got Ipswich as well. Hey, I beg your pardon, Southampton. I've got Ipswich. So Ipswich have got. I'll get this right eventually. Ipswich have got Middlesbrough and Southampton to play.
Yeah,
they've covered that well, haven't they?
And as for Portsmouth, because we've got to give them a little bit of love after last night's impressive win. A big win for them, Ali, and they play second bottom Leicester at home next. A huge relegation 6-pointer.
Leicester, how can that be?
Oh, what a decline! It's sad. 10 years, isn't it? Absolutely.
How can that be?
10 years from winning the Premier League, and then if they get relegated from the Championship.
Top flight, and now they'll certainly look as though they're going to drop down to.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday are down. Then you feel as though it's going to maybe be Leicester. And then it's out of Oxford, West Brom, or Blackburn.
West Brom as well.
And even Portsmouth, they're 19 level on points with Blackburn.
There's the uncertainty, isn't there, around West Brom at this moment in time?
Yeah, with those points deductions. Yeah. As for Southampton, like Alan just mentioned there, 18 games unbeaten. I was at Southampton at the weekend. They beat Derby by
I bet that's a great place at the moment.
Oh, absolutely rocking. It certainly is. 7 wins in a row in all comps. 3 points off second. And get this, Middlesbrough were 18 points ahead of Saints on the 31st of January. And now Southampton are level on points with Borough. So it just shows the climb and rise that they've done. Tonda Eckert doing a great job, Alan.
Yeah, without a doubt. By the way, talking about Borough, I just suddenly thought of Carrick, and well done, Leeds. What a result that was for Leeds.
Excellent. They were great.
What a result that was.
They were great. First half, Alan in particular. Excellent they were.
Yeah.
Did you see the sending off, Martinez?
Hair
thing? Nah, not for me. Absolutely. The game's, it's just, they're taking, and it's a free kick, yes, of course it is. It's just there's no physicality in the game at all. I mean, I was enjoying the contest between him and Calvert-Lewin, and then he gets sent off for, I don't care what anybody says, it's never a red card. Never a red card. Violent conduct. Dear me, do me a favour.
And this other story, working around the EFL, is who's going to replace Andoni Iraola at Bournemouth. We touched on it earlier on. Frank Lampard from Coventry City, even though they're probably going to go up. Kieran McKenna's name, Alan, being floated around. If Kieran gets promoted with Ipswich, do you see him staying on?
Unless a big club come in, yeah, because we've got American backers and there's money there.
You sound very much as if you're saying that Bournemouth's not a very big club there, Al.
Well,
and they've got an American owner, don't they?
They're not bigger than Ipswich.
Ooh.
Bournemouth. Well, Bournemouth won.
Ooh.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
I didn't say they weren't.
They look.
I didn't say they were.
Look, honestly.
I didn't say they were not.
Ipswich should have a bigger club in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Bournemouth have been brilliant. Friendly club, but no.
Texas 81089.
What?
You think Ipswich is a bigger club than Bournemouth?
Of course it is. I don't think. Absolutely.
Yeah. Might be a little bit of bias
every
in there.
year. Yes.
We've touched on
We
that.
really have, haven't we? Oh dear.
I did not.
Where do we go from here?
I did not expect a reaction like that, Katie.
It's 2 against 1. Here we go.
We need to go to the news. Ed, help us out here. We need to go to the news after this.
Oh, no. You're going to get pelters here. Ipswich is a big club.
I didn't say they were.
Yeah, you did. Katie was gobsmacked.
I was nodding along as well. We're both in the doghouse here.
No.
Ridiculous.
I know big boots and that, and yeah, I think you're probably called that one right.
Yeah, they.
I mean, probably. It's guaranteed. Stop here. Right, Katie, come on, you're running out of time. What else you got? What other rubbish you got?
What other rubbish? I've just had a weekend break.
I know.
Go for a wee. 2 minutes to 7.
I want to talk more about Reykjavik. See you after the break.
One thing I did think, though, was I looked at City at Chelsea yesterday, and when they stepped up a gear in the second half, I thought Cherky was fantastic.
Yes,
second
he was.
half as well. He gives you something totally different. But what I was going to say was the depth of that squad, that they can bring on Phil Foden and Savinho. They can leave Mamouche and Reinders sitting on the bench twiddling their fingers, you know.
Yeah.
I think that squad, Arsenal have got a great squad too, but I just think that squad depth could be the key in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That again, they were so impressive second half. I mean, Jeremy Doku, when I'm watching him, Jeff, I love Liv, the way that every time he gets the ball, his first thought isn't to just step inside and drop it off to somebody else and then go wide again and I might get it back in a minute. Can I travel 20, 30, 40 yards with this ball? Can I beat my man? Can I get beyond him? Can I then produce something? And every single time he gets the ball, his first thought is to get at people and get beyond them. Love that from wide players.
I do love that from wide players because we don't see that enough from wide players. However, it is just his 8th Premier League goal in 4 years. Isn't that wild?
Is that
for someone like Jeremy Doku?
Yeah, really.
7 before yesterday.
Well, again, it's that's a really interesting stat. That is. But and again, for someone of his ability, he should be getting a lot more than that. But he's just such a dangerous player and tough. Malo Gusto is a decent fullback. He had a tough time yesterday.
Football fans all have stadiums we love. But do any of us have a pitch that we love? It might sound like an odd question, but but pitches can be different sizes with big consequences. Why is that? And what are the actual rules? Back when association football started, pitches could be up to 100 metres wide and 200 metres long. That's longer than Ellen Road. Not the pitch, the stadium. Anyway, UEFA wanted a standard across Europe for international matches, which became 105 metres long and 68 metres wide. But some clubs have been rebels, not intentionally, but because of the stadiums. Take Highbury, for example. It was 5 metres shorter and a metre narrower, meaning away sides had a challenge to adjust. White Hart Lane was exactly the same. And actually, when Spurs temporarily moved to Wembley, they asked the FA to shorten the pitch. The FA, very offended by the sacrilegious suggestion, said no, which in fairness could have actually benefited Tottenham because when they moved into their shiny new stadium, the pitch was exactly the same size as Wembley's. Today, Forest Pitch at the City Ground is a big one. It's 2 metres wider than any other pitch in the Premier League. But the smallest of all, Craven Cottage, just 100 metres long and 65 wide. No excuse for not tracking your man. There are a couple of crazy outliers in Europe too. At Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, the pitch is a whopping 110 metres long. At least they don't play on a slope like Newcastle do. There's a 2-metre incline on the pitch at St James's Park. And don't get me started on the old pitch at Yeovil too. It used to be a slant of 2 metres corner to corner and across the halfway line. So UEFA have their standards. So do the FA, but they do give pitches in England some wiggle room. Pitches can be anywhere between 90 and 120 metres long and between 45 and 90 metres wide. I mean, the rules state you can't have a square pitch, but in theory you could have one that's 91 metres long and 90 wide. Imagine rocking up to play a Sunday League game and the pitch is basically a square. So there are rules and regulations on sizes, with a UEFA standard that roughly everyone follows. But as we all know, size doesn't matter, does it?
Good morning, 7:05. How are we this morning? talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Shop the upgrade event today and get extra £500. You part exchange your car, don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. By the way, Ali, coming in this morning, dead. Roads were absolutely dead, honestly.
That doesn't happen very often, does it?
It was early, it was 4ish, but God, there was no one. Sometimes, you got a lot of lorries and that. No.
Quiet.
No. So maybe they've got a problem getting across the channel. I don't know. Right now, another English side crashed out of the Champions League last night. PSG took Liverpool apart 4-0 in aggregate, 2-0 at Anfield. If you think back to the league phase, 6 Premier League clubs finished in the top 8. We're getting a bit carried away, weren't we? Who's going to win it? Yes. However, Arsenal remain the only English team left. Is English League overrated, Ali, or do the European sides just peak? We've touched on this at the right time.
No, the English League isn't overrated. It's the best league. But I think what we're seeing is that, at that elite level, there's no room for error, and there's definitely one or two clubs at this moment in time, I think, better than any of the English clubs.
Do you know what? I've watched loads of football lately, more than ever. And apart from City, because City have always got little passes on them. They've got 4 or 5 different little options. Barcelona, look at the way they play Real Madrid. They've always got people around the ball, haven't they? Whereas we tend to be a little bit more urgent, not kicking it forward, but we don't have the same numbers, the patience to just tippy-tappy play. I
think PSG as well would come into that category, Alan. Brilliant on the ball, lovely in possession. You mentioned Vitinha, boys in the middle of the park that are just really comfortable on the ball. I really, really enjoy watching them. I did forget to mention Newcastle, actually, who did pretty well against PSG. But no, I still think, I don't know what you think yourself, I think it's the best league in the world. I do. The top flight in England. But there are, without doubt, as we're seeing, clubs around Europe more than capable of beating the best in England.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's cast our minds back to the beginning of the season when Arne Slot's side were already showing signs of cracking. It got heated on a show between two Liverpool fans called Joe.
Morning, gents. Jeff, Barry, is Joe still live on this show? Yes.
Yes, we've got Joe.
Joe, you know what, Joe? You're a plant pot, mate. How can you dare say? How can you have the audacity? How long have you been watching Liverpool, mate?
All my life, 24 years, mate.
24 years, we'll get back to bed and get another 36 into you and then start talking about Liverpool.
Well, this is ridiculous.
Where have you come from? How have you got started? Listen,
go on. Let me hear what you have to
say. It's a new... I'm not talking to you.
Oh, it was a bit harsh, but we're going to throw to Plant Pot now. Joe, morning.
Good morning, Joe.
Hello, guys. I am tired, and not because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm just tired of Arne Slot, and I'm tired of Liverpool.
Joe, is it fair to say now, people, your friends down the pub, whatever, they're calling you Plant Pot?
I just want apologies, to be honest. I just want apologies from everyone, especially Scouse Joe, but he's gone into hiding right now. I don't know where he is. I want apologies. I put on my Instagram, I wanted apologies from people. One of my closest friends was Slot in, but he's a good guy, so I don't need an apology from him. But most Liverpool fans are really turned on Arne Slot, and they should have turned way sooner. I genuinely do think this season, I don't mean to have a go at a lot of fans, but I think the fans that were Slot in are actually complicit in this downfall, and I think Liverpool fans can make a strong voice, we can make strong statements, and the fact that so many people gave him so much time has contributed to our misery. And I think some fan channels like the Anfield Rap and Redmen TV, they talk a good game, very knowledgeable guys, and they're decent ambassadors for the club, but they always shy away from really talking about the manager, and it's not acceptable anymore. And there's other fan channels which I know, some people enjoy, and they're so much more down to earth. They're so much more realistic. They talk about a game, and they're so much more critical on Arne Slot. And I've got a few points to make, if that's all right.
Well, in a sec, I'll let you come back in a moment, Joe. Sorry, because Scouse Joe's on the phone now. Scouse Joe, morning. I knew you'd be up.
Good morning, gents. I am up, gents. I am up after the game last night, but obviously I don't have sleepless nights watching Liverpool Football Club. Oh, sorry. By the way, morning, Plant Pot.
Hi, my friend. Yeah, are you good?
How are you? All the best of hearing your voice and whatever's going to come out of your mouth this morning.
Right, because the only thing that comes out of my mouth is facts, and the stuff that comes out of your mouth is drivel.
Oh, Plant Pot. Listen, I said to you when we first spoke, it's like a blind date, this, mate. What Liverpool? Who signed the players in the summer for Liverpool Football Club?
Do you know what you said? Do you know what you said? You said it takes time to build an empire, mate. Joel, lads, it takes time, Plant Pot. We have no empire. Our empire.
Why are you trying? Listen, you're a posh Liverpool fan. Stop
I'm not even posh. I'm from London. Not everyone from London's posh, you know.
Well, you're putting the act on there as if you're a plastic scouser. And you never will be.
I'm a true scouser at heart. I'm a true scouser at heart. Seriously.
Lampard, listen, I reckon we should go on tour. Honestly, God, we'd have a
So do
ball.
I. So do I.
We'll go for a beer sometime.
What do you think, Alan?
Oh, this is hilarious, by the way. Hilarious.
Go on. It's okay. Just I'll send the invoice in this afternoon, lads, for this. But Lampard, come on. What are you going to say?
Okay, well, I've got to say, I've never been so disillusioned with Liverpool. I've never seen someone suck the life out of the club so much. You know, Ekitike is now injured for about a year. The midfield...
A year?
A year?
Well,
Oh, you're physiotherapist now. Liverpool haven't done an assessment, but you've done it on amazing.
Well, let me finish. Let me talk. The midfield looks bereft of ideas. Slot doesn't know his best attack. I think our best attack now, with the Ekitike's injury, has to be Rio, Isak, and Salah. Unfortunately, last night the lineup was a joke. The owners are getting away with murder, losing Robbo on a free, losing Salah on a free, not renewing Diaz last season, losing Trent on a free. It's just really, really poor from the top. And, you know, it's really sad that I didn't get my hopes up last night for the game, because we're not the Liverpool of old. And I believe there's plenty of managers out there who could do a job with Liverpool. You know, I sound like a broken record. I've said this so many times. But, you know, the likes of Glasner, Alonso, Enrique, Klopp, Gerrard, Iraola, you know, no one's improved this season. There's been numerous sackable offences, and everything is so meek. I guarantee a new manager will turn things around and steady the ship.
Well, who's the new manager going to be? Joe, what's going to happen? Will they give Arne one more year, Joe, or will it...
I mean, look, we've had 3 wins since February, 2 wins in the last 8, 4 defeats in the last 5, 11 wins in 24. He has to go, and I think Alonso has to be the guy. He has to be the front runner, because this is just so unacceptable. And there's been, as I said, so many sackable offences. Arne Slot, we all say Arne Slot's a nice guy. We're all rooting for him and his personal career, but at the minute it's just not acceptable. I mean, we gave Tottenham on for that. They're a point away from home. That's just embarrassing. I don't understand how the whole world isn't in agreement with me. Yeah, Alonso.
Well, let me just finish off with Scouse shows. Joe,
but you know why no one's in agreement with your fan post? Because you talk sense. I've got to give you that on some issues. You're talking a bit of sense, son. So I'll give you that. Rio. Why should Rio? Rio's 17 years of age. Everyone thinks he's amazing. He will be in about another 2 years, maybe 3 years' time. The potential there with that lad. Great player. Amazing. You know, what's Alonso going to do to Liverpool?
Alonso will do everything with Alonso. Listen,
in what way? Go on, quickly. Go on. I've got no time. I'm busy. Go on.
It's a great question. Thanks for the question. I think it's really important to ask great questions. I sound like a politician now. Right. So what Alonso will do, he will galvanise the club. He'll galvanise the belief of the players. He will galvanise the belief of the fans. He will not suck the energy out of this club, and he will improve absolutely every single player. We've seen him do a madness with Frimpong and Wirtz. Wirtz hasn't improved the whole season. Wirtz has been a bit of a flop. So unfortunately, you know, Arne Slot is unable to get the best out of Wirtz. He will do a madness with Frimpong.
Before we get wound up, mate, listen, I'm inviting you down to Liverpool yet again. Get in touch with me and I'll show you what a Liverpool fan is all about when you come down to our city.
Oh, my God. I'll show you what
Right, we're going to leave it there, boys. We're going to leave it there. Dom King coming up. Big transfer news. Dom has moved on. That's coming up. Plant Pot, thank you. Scouse Joe, thank you.
Well done, boys.
7:15.
Do you think Arteta's too pragmatic, Simon? Is this going to be the difference as to who ends up winning it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he says to the players in the dressing room, but clearly I do think the coach's responsibility is if he's not actually kicking a ball. It's his responsibility to set the players up mentally and structurally to be able to do it in a fashion that produces the best outcome. And I use the word navigate at the beginning of this section because that's what I think Arsenal are trying to do. They're trying to navigate their way through games, not impose themselves on games, not take control of the game, not to be bold, not to be fearsome, fearless. Sorry, in their and their reaction to circumstances. Now, when they went away to Sporting, it was the perfect time to not be to be bold because they were trying to manage a European game, and they got praise from me last week, and people criticised them because it was considered to be a workmanlike performance. But a 1-0 away result in a European game is a good result. Now they'll bounce back tomorrow or Wednesday whenever they're playing against Sporting and produce an outcome again. I think everything will be revealed on Sunday when they play Manchester City.
The question is, they'll be bold then when they play City.
Oh no, they won't be daft. No. They'll do what they normally do. The question is, if Arsenal were 3 or 6 points behind City when they played Bournemouth at home at the weekend, what would they have done different? Yeah. They would have committed. They'd have played quicker, more urgency. They would have got more men forward earlier in the game. They would have gone after them.
Feels like Arsenal have something to lose rather than something to win.
Well, it's a bit like Rory with a six-shot lead, wasn't it? Yes. That dwindled on day 3.
Yeah. So that begs the question then, who are Arsenal's biggest opponents in this title race? Manchester City or themselves?
You look forward to here then, eh? Scottish National.
Cannot
That's a great meeting, a real welcoming,
isn't it?
Lovely meeting that is. People are great up there.
The boys are coming up. Steve and the boys are coming up. So,
good.
You know that bit of music, don't you?
Eh?
You know what that bit of music is?
I do. William Tell Overture.
Yes.
Sorry.
By who?
I've
got you.
By.
Now, Ed, don't even go there, does he know? Unless I'm mistaken, I think it's Rossini.
It could be.
But you did impress me with your William Tell Overture. Where was William Tell from?
Swiss.
He's in fire this morning, the gentleman. He's Arteta.
Did they have a crossbow by any chance? Huge transfer news in the world of journalism. Let's bring in the Telegraph's Merseyside correspondent, Dominic King, for more. Dom, morning.
Morning, Dom.
Good morning, gentlemen. Are we okay?
What's happened to you then?
Biggest transfer of the
Jumping
season.
ship.
He's kept it quiet. Biggest transfer of the season. He's kept it quiet.
Yeah, two packets of Kit Kats and my bag of Maltesers, and then that was me swapping shit. No, a brilliant time at the Daily Mail, and this opportunity came along, and I'm delighted to be back on the Telegraph and back on Merseyside football full time.
Back on
Good
the
for
Telegraph.
you, mate. Good for you, Dom. I hope it goes well, pal. I am sure it will. Sure it will, mate.
By the way, before we forget, the Merseyside derby this weekend, isn't it?
Some games, man.
Yeah.
Do you fancy Everton? I know you're a Red, but do you fancy Everton?
Oh, yeah, we go. Everton, listen, this is a massive opportunity for Everton. Everton would be the form team this weekend, I would think, and they will really, really relish the potential of making the first game at the Hill Dickinson a winning one.
He's done some job there, Moisey, hasn't he? I mean, frankly, I know him. He's incredible.
Look, we've spoken about it before, gents. You know what I think of David and the job that he's done this year. He's been absolutely magnificent. Europe definitely isn't beyond Everton this season. Yeah. And you know what? It's not even beyond the realms of possibility that they can finish above Liverpool. It just isn't. They've got everything to play for. They can attack these last 6 games, and everybody has belief, which is what's been lacking for so long.
So, Dom, last night, if I'm being dead honest, I wanted to watch the Barcelona game, but I had to tune in to the opening few minutes of 10 minutes before kickoff at Anfield for the atmosphere. It was special again.
Yeah, it was great. It was as noisy as it's been all year, and there was energy. But the one thing I just felt was when they played Barcelona 7 years ago, or when they played Borussia Dortmund, or when there's been some of those other comebacks, there's been a sort of defiance where you thought, yes, this is on. I never really had that last night because Paris Saint-Germain is so good. They're the best team in Europe. It's as simple as that.
Agreed. I just think they're a different level. I was at the first leg over in Paris, Dom, and I just think they look at an absolutely different level. I've got to say to you, where are you with Liverpool? I mean, it's etiquette stretched it off first half, penalty given, then changed around. Where are you overall?
I thought it was the right decision by the way.
So did I.
Yeah. I didn't think. I was surprised it was given in real time. I didn't think it was a penalty. And obviously there's been all kinds of debate on social media since, and then you're slowing down angles.
Dom, I don't know if you heard it, but the boys on telly were all adamant apparently, and I'm like, well, maybe their viewing position is not good there, because I'm like that can't be soft. I just couldn't understand. Yeah. I thought no way.
Al, is that not reflective of the way we've been conditioned to watch football now, where we think every bit of contact,
100%, Dom,
every little flick of the arm,
100%, mate.
You don't know what you're watching. Yeah. In normal time, I didn't think that was a penalty. No. I was surprised, as I said, I was surprised when it was given. I wasn't surprised when it was turned over.
Yes, you're right.
It was that simple. But where do we stand on Liverpool? Right. Well, I'm glad I had a 5-minute break before after Plant Pot had stopped speaking, because do you know what? Look, I'm not going to shy away from the situation of the subject that Arne Slot's future's in doubt. It can't be. He's lost this Liverpool team has lost 17 matches this season. I think Brendan Rodgers lost 19 in the year that he was sacked. So if we're in that territory, then he's on really, really shaky ground, and there's no getting away from it. The performances have been too inconsistent, too wildly unpredictable. But last night, I'm watching a spell of that game, and they've gone toe-to-toe with... They've played football against PSG. They've had them in trouble. If Van Dijk scores when Marquinhos makes a fabulous tackle, the game is totally different. And they were worried. They were worried that Liverpool had energy. They were worried that Liverpool were causing them problems. But they didn't. But then, obviously, the game goes as it is, and eventually Liverpool are well beaten by. There's no doubt that they deserve to be out over the 2 legs.
Yeah.
But I can't. This whole thing about how Arne Slot is being spoken about is really, really, I find uncomfortable. We've moved into a situation now where it's unlike anything that I know Liverpool to be. Now, I'm not saying that people are wrong to have the belief that they want change in a manager. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. The thing that I'm finding difficult is the vehemency. Like they're talking about him like he's he was like. I don't want to use the word fraud, but that's the way some people are suggesting about him. He masterminded the league title winning season last season. He was in charge of that. His tactics were right in the games that matters. He's underperformed this year, but so have the players.
Yeah.
If the players play like they have done. If Liverpool produce spells like they did last night against Wolves, against Burnley, against Tottenham, against Nottingham Forest, against any of these teams, the league table looks completely different, and we're not having a talk about Slot's future. I think a lot of it at the moment is coming down to attitude.
Yeah.
Is it from the manager? Because the manager seemed more invested in the game last night, as he did against Galatasaray. I don't know, but there's questions that need answering. The thing that I just cannot cope with at the minute is the lack of respect. The man won the league last year. He's won leagues in Holland. He knows what he's doing. He can coach. But because somebody who's been watching Liverpool for 10 years has been accustomed to see them winning every week, and they think that's normal. I think.
Dom, a big part of me is with you here, by the way. I really mean that. Yeah. I remember watching Liverpool and saying Van Dijk's off the game, Salah's definitely off the game, McAllister goes missing, Kanate, accident waiting to happen. There's been too many games where players and lack of urgency as well in some of these games you're talking about, mate.
Yeah, do you know what? It's almost like it's been a mini culture war has been developed. By that I mean it's like you've been weaponized into, well, if you think Salah shouldn't be playing, then you're against the club. If you're thinking Van Dijk shouldn't be playing, then you're against the club. It's like, or it's you against you for Slot and you for the players. That's not what it's like. That's never how it used to be. And it's a complete change in the sort of the atmosphere and the dynamic around Liverpool. But this is football in general. You know, Arsenal are being booed off the pitch on Saturday. Look at they're still 6 points clear, or they're still clear at the top of the league. What is going on? What is going on with the way we watch football?
I'll be interested to see what. One more year left. We'll see what happens. Dom, look, we'll talk later. Thank you.
Cheers, Dom.
Pleasure,
from the
no
Telegraph. There you go.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
They'll be watching the Craven today, that's for sure. Okay, we'll get Katie up in a bit. We've just went on a wee bit there, but sorry, Katie. Interesting. I've got a lot of sympathy.
100%. Yeah.
What Dom's saying there, I'm sort of saying, yeah, you've got a point. You've got a point. We'll come back to it. 7:28.
Let's talk about the Pards derby. Newcastle came to Crystal Palace. They went 1-0 up, but ended up losing 2-1. Arteta, who's had a good week for Palace, even though he wanted to leave at one point. He's happy to be there now, still kicking the corner flag, doing his thing for Palace, but...
Yeah, he's got this dream of, and he's got this goal to play for France. I mean, when you look, Cherki's French, and Matt, all the great players they got. I mean, it does look a long shot for him. But if you give him a chance, and he's timed it well, Glasner, he's put him in that European game. They've not been playing well, and he's come to the fore. And they wouldn't have won these two games without him. He's not just the way he plays, it's his personality. I think he's an infectious kind of personality.
Is he better than Dom Solanke?
No, I don't think so. But I think in terms of a presence and a personality in the dressing room, that might make up for a lot of his technical faults, if you know what I mean. But, you can't... He has definitely got minerals.
Delivers as well.
You can see when he takes penalties and stuff, he's out... I don't like to say he's having himself, but he is. And I like that. You need players who've got that about them. And great result for them. Newcastle take the lead, lose. And, one of the things about being manager in Newcastle is that result and that fact that they've turned over a league.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931, when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Buy a used car, get a free 2-year service plan, plus an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Super Ali alongside me. Right time for a bit of this. Yes.
Country roads, take me home to the place
I belong, West Virginia. Like it?
Brilliant.
That was tragic what happened to him, wasn't it?
Just thinking that.
Plane crash or...
No, oxygen or something, wasn't it?
I don't know. He was flying his own plane. No, I think the oxygen was the golfer. I don't know, Payne Stewart. That was tragic, wasn't it? When
So what happened to John then?
I don't know. I think he
took the wrong turn.
I don't know. But I don't think it was oxygen.
How do you know?
I don't know. I've got no idea.
By the way, flights. On a serious note.
Airports.
Don't do it.
Why?
4 hours now to get through. It's an absolute scandal.
In Spain?
Not just Spain. Portugal, European countries.
I know.
Scanners.
I know, mate.
Eye tests, fingerprints. Absolute.
By the way,
disgusting.
what is going on?
I tell you what's going on. What are you laughing at?
I'm just trying to work out your reasoning.
Because they're all laughing at us. Going straight through, and we're all queuing like dogs. They're all laughing, smiling.
So you would just say, right, have some of this. You're waiting there 6 hours.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give him a bit back. Right, and I tell you what, it'd be interesting. That security in America is going to be interesting as well during the World Cup.
Oh, it's going to be fierce.
On top of America. We're getting in the country feel as we build up to England's first game of the summer's World Cup. Been played in America in Dallas. Dallas, beautiful part of the world.
Never been.
Oh, lovely. Very humid though. Delighted to say, you must have enjoyed South Fork.
Oh, I love Dallas. JR and all that.
You're a loser, Barnes. We're getting the country feel. Delighted to say we're now joined by a lady who's conquered not only the pitch, but also Australia. 161 times capped. A Lioness legend and queen of I'm a Celebrity Jungle. Live from Dallas, it's a very, very good morning to Jill Scott, MBE. Jill, morning, Jill.
Jill, good morning.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Listen, we're brilliant, Jill. What on earth how have we managed to get you online at 1:35 in the morning in Dallas? That's the big question.
Honestly, I got up early for you guys.
It's much appreciated. So how you been? Tell me, what's going on over in Dallas at the moment?
Yeah, all good, to be fair. Just been travelling around Texas. We're actually in Frisco right now, but started off at Fort Worth. Did my first rodeo, not literally, but went to it, and it was absolutely incredible. The skill level for them guys and women to stay on them bulls was just incredible. But yeah, just kind of going around, seeing how great the place is, and getting so excited for fans coming over here for the beginning of the World Cup.
Jill, I don't put negatives on this World Cup, but right away I'm thinking, are our fans going to be ripped off big style?
I hope not. I hope not. To be honest, the places that I've been line dancing, which only cost about $5. So that was a good bargain. I learned a two-step, which was good as well. But no, I think the fans are going to have a great time. And you know what? Maybe they'll have tickets for some of the games, but there's also going to be fan zones going on, places that they can watch the other games as well. So yeah, hopefully not.
Here's one for you, Joe. I've just had I need to get that thought removed in my head. Big Alan doing a bit of line dancing, Joe. You've put that in my head. I'm going to get rid of that. Here's a question for you, Joe. In terms of and it's been documented before, we're talking about the weather, right? I mean, a lot of people, probably myself included, would say that certainly one or two countries around the world would be better suited to handling hot conditions while playing football. What's it like just now, and what will it be like once the tournament starts?
Yeah, it's definitely going to start to heat up a little bit more. It's been quite warm, but you know what? I think the guys are going to be so well prepared for the heat. I was so fortunate that I played in 4 World Cups myself, and sometimes there was a lot of games where there was a lot of heat, but it's not as if they're just going to rock up and suddenly have to deal with the heat. They'll be doing things before that to get the bodies ready, and yeah, I think playing for England, they're going to be very well prepared. And when the game starts as well, you kind of do forget about it a little bit. I think you just get on with obviously playing, putting on that England shirt, representing the team in a World Cup. I'm getting really excited for it, to be honest.
Joe, what about the fans? Look, we're not there yet, but security getting through the airports, they don't mess about, these border guards, do they? I remember after 9/11 going to Washington, going to DC. Oh, and that my half of my foot was over the line. And this guy gave me such a rollicking. I went to say something back, and he reached straight for his bat, and I thought, oh, all right. I soon moved. So a fan's got to be really, really careful here, going through security and stuff like that, because I just feel it's once you're through and you're in there, it'd be lovely. But I'm just saying, be careful.
Yeah, I can only talk about my own experience, and yeah, we got through pretty quick, actually. I think some airports you've ended up queuing for a lot of hours, but I feel like we were through quite quick. Obviously, it's going to start getting busy ahead of the game against Croatia, but yeah, we did get through okay. Everybody's so friendly out here as well. That's definitely something that I can say. And even the guys that were asking us lots of questions about why you're here, etc., I feel like they were really, really friendly. So yeah, honestly, I'm just excited for people to get out here, enjoy the games. They're going to have such a great time. I even ended up at a ranch where I was doing horse riding into the sunset, and that was lovely as well. So great experience.
Jill, what about just a quickie finally? Union Berlin have made history this week by employing the first top flight female manager in Marie-Louise Etta. Now, she's been around the club for a while. Is this a massive breakthrough for you?
Yeah, I seen that. I seen our first training session online, and yeah, for me, I think it's just about opportunity, really. And obviously, she deserves the opportunity to get that job, and then she's gone ahead and got it. And I think it's just great to see a female being in charge of a male team. For me, it's just football. I've always said that. So yeah, I'm really, really happy for her. And sometimes it just takes the first person to do it. I know we've had a few that maybe's done it short term. But yeah, I think for her to kind of be the first appointment, that'll hopefully be a long one. It's a great kind of breakthrough.
Finally, Joe, listen, great result for the girls last night against Spain. Lauren Hemp,
yeah.
You know, I'm saying scrappy goal. That's probably a reasonable description of it. But that said, what a terrific result.
Oh, it was such a massive win. I was kind of half watching it on my phone whilst we were doing some media stuff. But yeah, I'm so happy for them. It's such a massive win at Wembley. Obviously, the girls trying to get to the World Cup next year in Brazil. And also Dallas are putting in a bid for the 2031 Women's World Cup. So hopefully that can be successful as well. But yeah, massive win. And I must give a shout out to Kira Walsh, who also got her 100th cap. It was an absolute honour for me to play alongside her for some games. Fantastic player and a great person.
Nice one, Jill. Have a great time.
Enjoy it there, Jill. Seems like you're loving it. Well done.
Guys. Take care.
You too. Many people. Country music around the world is massive.
Of course it is.
I can see you doing a bit of that.
That line dance.
Yeah, there you go. Look, you've got the moves.
Yeah. That's Achy Breaky Heart, and that is your man. With his daughter. His daughter's. What's his name? Billy Ray Cyrus. There you are. And his daughter's the girl Cyrus. That's Achy Breaky Heart.
I knew you'd get that.
Yeah.
Because you fancy a bit of Miley, don't you?
Miley Cyrus, that's it. I couldn't remember it. Do you like a bit of country music, don't you?
I can put up with it.
Who was the one I quite liked? Was it Garth Brooks?
Willie Nelson's.
Garth Brooks.
Willie Nelson, you're always on my mind, bro.
Oh, what a song. That's not country, though.
Of course it is.
You're always...
Yeah.
Willie Nelson's tremendous.
Find us that. It's a belter.
Willie Nelson. Remember the group he was in, the Highwaymen?
What?
I've had this conversation with you before.
He was, wasn't he?
The Highwaymen with Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, he was average. He was average, Chris. Star is Born, yeah, but...
Average?
Could he sing? Nah.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
There you are. They're all coming out now. And there was another one. There was Waylon Jennings.
Johnny Cash was good.
He wasn't in the Highwaymen, though.
No, but he was good.
Johnny Cash was brilliant. Johnny Cash would be number one. No? Have you Folsom, the one in the prison? Have you heard the live album? Have you heard the live album Johnny Cash does from? It's either Folsom Prison or something like that.
I have heard
it. It is magnificent.
Yeah, I have heard it. And the bass is the train coming down the tracks, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Johnny, different level, Johnny Cash.
Anyway, we diverse. Coming up 7:45.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Go big on landscaping with Travis Perkins. Find everything you need at travisperkins.co.uk.
Okay, still to come on Breakfast. Premier League. Is it overrated? That's the question we're asking at 8 o'clock. Liverpool's season continues in a downward spiral. Beaten by PSG last night, meaning we've now only got one representative less in the Champions League, the Arsenal. Staying with Liverpool, many fans are calling for a managerial change this summer, and Bob has mapped out a proper plan.
I don't like to say get rid of a manager, but if they were, and this would be a very bold move, this would be an extremely bold move. Steven Gerrard, let's have it right, at times never had a team built round him. So if you want him as a manager, bring Klopp in for 12 months, let Klopp be the manager, and let Gerrard shadow him for 12 months. Let him learn from him.
What are you on about?
And then let Gerrard bring in his own team.
Hey, what are you on about?
What are you on about?
What are you on about? Mate, what are you on about? Staying with Liverpool, many fans, they're calling for that change. Is it right? What do you make of that? Do you want Stevie G in post next season? Or do you have another name in mind? Xavi. Alonso's got to be the favourite, surely. Give us a call, let us know your thoughts. 03717 223344. Our breakfast preview, our good friends at Travis Perkins.
Johnny Cash was in the Highwaymen.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. From fence panels to decking or paving packs to topsoil, Travis Perkins has all your landscaping needs covered.
Mate, honestly, what's happened, mate? What's happened? You lot are finding new ways to disgrace yourselves. Somehow, in the last 2 years, every week you find another way to embarrass yourselves and disgrace yourselves, and you've done it again. I mean, I don't know how you do it, mate. You lot, you are some team. Every week it's the same thing, yet it gets worse. It's worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't know what you want to say, mate.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I want to see you lot try and pull yourself away from the championship. Now, what you do? You know what you're doing? You want to go there. Here's what I'm saying now.
What do you mean?
It's at the end of the night, right? You know, the end of the night when everyone's gone out and loads of beers.
Terrible analogy.
At the end of the night, you say to your mates, I'm not having a kebab on the way home. Right? That's what you say, right? I don't want a kebab. Right? I don't want to disgrace myself. Mate, you want kebab. You are that kebab team.
Yeah.
Every single week. It's not because no, it's not because no one wants to wake up stinking of kebab. And you lot stink of kebab.
Yeah.
You stink of kebab. Fingers next morning, you know that smell? That's what you do. You got stinky fingers next morning.
Yeah.
stink kebab fingers.
Honestly, mate, I just can't deal with you with this mask and this hat. To 8 on talkSPORT Breakfast with Ali.
You're getting
what
it.
What do we know, eh?
You're getting it.
Am I from who?
Everybody.
About country and western.
No, yeah, well, yeah.
And what else?
A lot of guys aren't happy saying Chris Christopherson was average.
Oh, murder! Honestly.
Well, the Chris Christopherson fan clubs.
The new Star is Born, different class. Forget what's his name. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, aye,
brilliant.
He is good. He was in Sniper or something.
That's him. Brilliant,
American.
different class.
Bradley Cooper.
He is different class.
I
And
like him.
plays great guitar.
So when Chris Christopherson was in it, he was with the
Barbra Streisand, who's brilliant.
She is fantastic.
The Way We Were, Funny Girl.
Funny Girl, that was the one. She's a great voice.
Yeah,
great voice.
He wasn't funny.
No, Chris.
Nah, he's murder. I don't care what they say.
He's
murder.
upset you.
Eh?
Chris is upset you. Something going on.
Right, what do we know this Wednesday morning? Iriola has confirmed that he will leave Bournemouth, the Cherries, when he's cut that big club, when his contract expires at the end of the season. No, Bournemouth are a good club. They're just not as
he's
big.
backtracking.
No, they're a good club, but they're not as big as Ipswich. By the way, our very own Alex Crute has written back at an EFL-related X account that has linked Lampard with replacing the Bournemouth manager. Ipswich Kieran McKenna's the favourite, though. No chance. talkSPORT understands Bayern are interested in signing Newcastle winger Anthony Gordon. I think that makes sense.
Does it?
Oh, hello.
It makes, well...
Doreen.
Oh, I do.
I think he scored a bundle in Munich.
I'm not sure he got in that team right this moment in time. Who's he getting in front of? Elise? Diaz? Kane? Where's he playing?
He'd get in.
Musiala? Come on then.
He'd get in through the middle.
No.
He's not getting in.
Thanks, Katie. He's not getting in. Carry on. Gnabry, carry on.
I was going to say, he's not better than all of those players.
Gnabry? He's better than Gnabry.
Suarez? Musiala?
It's not happening.
No.
Okay, where you go?
He's going to be going in on the bench.
Yeah,
Stay at Newcastle anyway.
It's not happening. That's Christopher.
An Arsenal manager, Arteta, has issued a rallying cry to his players and supporters ahead of the Gunners Champions League quarter-final second leg against Sporting, and it's live on talkSPORT tonight.
I'm on fire. That's it, nothing else. I'm dreaming so much. I've done so much, to be in this position because I know how this club it was. I've done so much against anything that this is beauty. I just see beauty, opportunity, and I want to get it done for all these people that they've been in this journey with us. And because they deserve it, because it's been unbelievable. That's what is driving me every single day. I have zero fear. Fear I had when, if we don't get this done, this club, I don't know where it's going. That was fear. Now, there's no fear. It's just purpose, fire, direction, and conviction that we're going to do it.
Baby, you can light my fire.
I love it. You sang that?
Doors. Or was it Lucy?
No, you're right.
It was the Doors, wasn't it? Yeah.
Like my fire.
Anyway, you were going to say something, what?
It was the Doors, by the way.
It was the Doors. No, I can't lie to you. When you're reading up there, I was watching Harry Kane score another goal in the telly. Now, Harry Kane's been incredible, hasn't he? You don't think so?
Yeah.
But
does that surprise you?
No, but he has gone to another gear.
Yes, thank you.
Hitting form just at the right time for England.
He's actually just taking it to another level.
But if he doesn't play in the World Cup, England don't win the World Cup.
I agree.
No, but he's going to play, hopefully.
What if he gets injured?
Yeah, but let's hope he doesn't get injured.
No, he'll play.
Yeah.
Now it's time for a bit of this.
Looking for sun rays, needing them good days. Fly me away, away. You're my holiday. Cool like the ocean, lost in emotion.
It's your holiday, Alan, aren't you?
Love it.
Well, come with me to Iceland.
I love it.
You can fish and I can do the game. How
Great
about
idea.
that? And Alan can come
Brilliant.
and watch both.
I'm not going to Iceland. You're having a laugh.
Alan, Iceland's a brilliant country. I'm telling you, it really is.
Yeah, oh yeah. What is that?
Fishing.
A couple of mountains, a couple of geysers, and that's it.
A couple of geysers.
Yeah. There's nothing there.
Don't talk a lot of nonsense.
Go on then.
Iceland's
let's
beautiful.
Let's go whale watching. That's it. Finished.
Fishing. Ali's gone fishing in Iceland.
The scenery and the walks and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, away.
It's fantastic.
It's a man who's got a house in the Highlands.
Beautiful.
What are you talking about?
Iceland is the best fishing.
You've gone. Now it's time for a bit of it.
We've done that. So why are we playing that song?
Why are we playing it?
Because KSI is coming up at 8:45. YouTuber and social media star. He's got 75.3 million followers.
Did you just call him a YouTuber for buying Dagenham? You didn't.
No, I'm going through his list now. 75.3 million followers across all social media platforms, co-owner of Dagenham and Redbridge and CEO of Misfits Boxing.
Did that go over your head there, buddy?
Massively. As my mum would say, he'd throw.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
And he's also a judge. That happens a lot, Alan. And he's a judge on Britain's Got Talent. Still
Well, he loves a magician, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And he's still yet to use his golden buzzer.
We Dynamo's the best ever. I know he's not known as Dynamo anymore. He's my wee mate. I had him. He came into the dressing room at Ibrox, and he was
What, pre-match?
Aye. And
Never got you 3 points, so did he?
He made my centre forward disappear for about 6 games. No, I'm not. But seriously, sorry, I'll nearly name names there. No, seriously, he came into the dressing room before the game.
You're always on a goat boy.
Unbelievable. Oh, he was unbelievable. I'm telling you, the things that wee fella was doing, amazing.
The last one I watched for KSI, you had Paul Daniels. Was it his nephew or his? He was on. He was very good.
Oh, very good. Well, do you know what KSI stands for? No. So it stands for knowledge. I'm going to save you there, Ali. Knowledge, strength, and integrity. So it's got us thinking this morning. Let's do our own version of Top Trumps by ranking talkSPORT presenters on their knowledge, strength, and integrity.
Brilliant.
So here we go, Alan. Simon Jordan, rank him out of 10 on knowledge, strength, and integrity.
Simon, I think Simon's very bright. 8.5.
Ali?
Knowledge, strength. Knowledge high, strength, nah, not having it.
You've got to say numbers, by the way.
Knowledge and integrity, maximum.
Oh, he's put 4 fingers
physical,
up.
Physical strength.
Oh.
Yes. Physical strength, 5.
5? He plays paddle.
What a melt. I know he plays paddle, but I mean, arm wrestling and stuff like that, be murder.
What a melt.
Gabby Ogbonlahor, knowledge, strength, and integrity. Alan Brazil.
Knowledge, first of all.
Oh, I love the Gabby, but 3.
For all 3. Okay, Ali.
Knowledge.
Gabby's on the show tomorrow. Can't wait to bring that up with him.
3, 8.
3,
10.
8.
3, 8, and 10.
10 for integrity.
Yes, that's the one thing he is.
No. No, he gets a little sniffle that lets you down.
Okay, this next one.
Bosh.
Jamie O'Hara. Knowledge, strength, and integrity.
Knowledge, strength, strength. I think he takes a
9. Yes.
Kicking, so I'll give him 8, 9.
I'm giving him 9.
Knowledge?
Knowledge, 4.
He drops.
Oh, okay, so more than Gabby though, Alan. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Integrity?
Integrity, Jamie.
Yes.
I'll go
integrity.
6.
And just finally, Alan Brazil. Knowledge, strength, and integrity for Ali McCoist.
Oh, knowledge, very good. Very good.
Strength?
Strength, yeah. I've seen Ali in action.
And crumbs. Integrity. Let's save this.
Oh.
Let's get to a break.
I think we're going 6.
And Ali for Alan. Knowledge, strength, integrity. Have you seen him in
very
action?
Good. 9. Strength, I'm giving him 6. Integrity, 10. There you are.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Oh, I thought you were going to...
Do you want me to tell you about Ali? No. Coming up to 8 o'clock.
walked out of the stadium on Saturday, and I'm an old school, and I said to your researcher that I think this goes back a long way. It goes back to Arsene Wenger the last 11 years. We're cowardly.
We've got nobody in the midfield. We've got a lovely bunch of players that are all on their own lovely. No Patrick Vieira. Nobody to stamp their foot. No, Patrick Vieira would have been the ideal person on Saturday because he would have got in amongst them. Declan Rice, amazing player. Amazing player. You can't knock him. Zubimendi, great technical player. But every time we tackle somebody, they're picking them up. Are you okay? Are you all right? We need somebody, Simon will probably tell you this in business, you need somebody that can hardball, that can go in and say, that's not working. What are you boys doing? They were all popping Zubimendi out on the pitch on Saturday because he was giving the ball away, to be fair. But this goes back to the Wenger days of turning us into a weak, cowardly club. And sadly, we're going to go up there Saturday. I'll be up there Sunday. I think it'll be 5-0. I've got this horrible feeling that they're going to tear us apart. I don't know what Danny thinks about. He spoke earlier about having somebody in the midfield that calms the nerve. We haven't got that. We just haven't got it.
And it's not going to be that, is it? When did Arsenal last concede 5 in a game? I mean, it's
I understand his fear. I understand his fear because if Arsenal played like they did at the weekend and City played.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pittodrie on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well, but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Okay, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock, talkSPORT breakfast with Arnold Clark. It's the perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Go and check it out online. Ali's with me on the way for you this morning. Why are so many celebs buying shares in football clubs? Well, we'll put that question to none other than YouTuber legendary and social media sensation KSI, who is the new co-owner of Dagenham and Redbridge. What about that one?
Yep.
Do you know, I always thought it was maybe American. I didn't realise it was London boy.
Absolutely.
But now in a year which saw 6 Premier League teams competing in the Champions League, now just one left standing. We told you every single week that the Premier League is the gold standard, but this year we've had no match for European quality at the highest level. Should Arsenal go out tonight, we could even see a semi-final without any Premier teams. Does this prove the league isn't as strong as we think, Ali, or are we? It's a different type, it's totally different.
Of course it is. No, I don't think it proves. I still think the league's the best league, right? That's where I am on it. The one thing that disappoints me about football in general, Al, and I mean football all over Europe, is that any kind of physical contact's effectively getting taken out of the game, and it's embarrassing. The game's completely changed. I mean, you and I were talking even last night. Pundits we're now accepting
any touch.
Yeah, we're now accepting things like that. Really soft penalties, really soft red cards, all that kind of stuff, you know. And I'm just giving you my opinion on it. Maybe a dinosaur. I hate it. I just hate the way the game's going. No physicality. You think of some of the boys that we played against, you know, they would actually struggle to play today with the laws, the way the laws are implemented, to be brutally honest with you. And I don't like it. But I still think, overall, generally, I think we watch the best football in the best league. That is not to say that there are, well, I'm certainly saying there are teams in other countries who are better at this moment.
Is it easier to blame it on excuse me, is it easier to blame it on, like, we know the bottom sides can beat the top now and again, whereas it doesn't really happen in Spain and stuff like that.
But that's certainly part of it. Certainly part of it.
The intensity of the Premier League schedule,
yeah,
is that destroying some of our team's chances of winning the Champions League?
Well, perhaps. Yeah, there's no doubt that comes into it. You look at the fixtures, and then you look at PSG, for example, who I think before the Liverpool game played on the Friday night and then had a free weekend. Because
why is that? We say this every year, Ali.
Because the other
why don't we help our top sides?
Well, I don't know is the answer to the question, but we don't. And other clubs in other countries absolutely get behind their clubs and support them in every way, because clearly it's good for the country if the team progresses in whatever tournament it is, in terms of coefficient and everything around the planet. So, yeah, but we don't. That's the bottom line. So, when PSG are getting an advantage like that, and it is an advantage of that, there's no doubt. You know, it does make life a little bit easier for likes of Luis Enrique and his team. But there are teams. You look at Bayern. Definitely, I think it helps teams like Bayern, PSG, for example, where the league isn't as competitive, right? It's clearly a very good standard, right? But I don't think it is as competitive or as physically demanding. That's just an opinion I've got as the English top flight.
Well, later on, I say later on.
And by that I mean, sorry, just to qualify, and if I could just continue, with the greatest respect, if Bayern Munich have got a game at the weekend, they can afford to, a big, massive game against Bayern Munich, I think they can afford to, whether they do or not, it's up to Vincent Kompany, but they can afford to maybe leave 4 or 5 out. It ain't a disaster if they draw the game, because they're going to win the league. You know, 9 times out of 10. Exact same with PSG.
Yeah. We will compare, but we'll pick 1 or 2 Arsenal players and compare them against Paris or Real Madrid. Would they get on the side? You might get a shock, you know. You might be saying, no, 1, 2, maybe no more. We'll have a look at that. Now, yesterday, Saints legend, Saints flying at the moment, Matt Letizia joined the show and explained how he feels the game has been made all about managers and not quality football anymore.
Football has become almost a game of chess now, and Mavericks are are almost frowned upon by a lot of managers, because the managers, I feel like a lot of the time now, the managers want to be the star of the show, and the tactics and the formation want to be the star of the show, and not the players. And let's be honest, people really, when they go to watch football, they go to watch the players, not the tactics.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Do we...
I tell you, we don't produce players like Arteta.
Oh, God, he scored some goals.
I'll tell you something. Messi, here's a statement. If you ever think about this, you can shoot me down.
Yeah.
Messi aside, maybe Ronaldo, I don't think there's been a greater goal scorer of great goals than Arteta. Have a think about that. Some of the goals that Matt's top 10, Arteta's top 10 goals would compete with MD in the planet.
Well, you used to just flick it up and volley them.
Oh, he was ridiculous. Some of those goals, right foot, left foot, chips, bends, nutmegs, the whole package.
And yeah, why didn't he get more England caps? Because he's not, he doesn't get around the pitch enough, doesn't track back. You know, what a load of tosh.
Well, there's a question for you. You know, at that time, does he play in the Spanish team and things like that? He probably does, you know, because he's that kind of player.
What about the young kid at Barca, Yamal?
Oh, I love him.
I'd let him do whatever he likes.
Yeah.
He is a superstar.
Yeah.
Now,
Alan,
never mind a few years
he
now.
He played a ball in the first leg, right, where he nutmegs Atletico fullback right in his left back position. And as he puts it through his legs, he plays a ball with the outside of his left foot in behind. You know, that went in behind the centre back in the front of the goal. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I saw him. One of the highlights of my season last year was sitting on the 18-yard box. It was over in Barcelona, because the new camp's not ready yet. It was in the old Olympic Stadium, so the commentary position was on the 18-yard box. His performance, particularly in the first half against Inter Milan, and DeMarco in particular, was as good as anything I've seen.
Well, let me ask you this, because I was thinking it last night. At his age, was he better than Maradona?
Oh, what a question.
Probably.
Would certainly get spoken about in the same breath. But then we're going back to my discussion. Yamal, for example, is absolutely 100% allowed to play the way he wants because of the way the game's played at this moment in time. If you look, I tell my kids, that documentary on Maradona, right, it is a must-watch for any football fan or any kid growing up. The skill level is off the charts, but the brutality of some of the tackling and the physicality in the game, it takes you back, Alan. It really takes you back.
Well, you go back to Pele. Pele got kicked all over the place.
But he could handle himself, couldn't he? Maradona could handle himself.
Oh, yeah. Worky told me, Scotland, Argentina, Amden, he said, I couldn't get near him. What a player. He said in the end, I tried to kick him. I bounced off him.
I was at the game. I went at the game. I was 17. It was 1979. I think they beat us 3-0 or 3-1. I think it might have been.
I bounced off him.
And Maradona, that was my first live footage of him. He was, I'll never forget it if I live to be 100. He was amazing. Absolutely amazing. But that's where... That's one of the main reasons, and we do it. We always do it, and we always will do it. Compare a bigger pardon, players of different generations, right? But it's impossible, absolutely impossible.
Right, coming up, what advice does Alan McCoist have to the next lottery winner, who we're told could be? Wait, this is not right. Surely, could be scooping up billions, not millions. What's it like to be a billionaire? Well, Ali will tell us next.
And Tyson Fury, along with Mr. Warren alongside him in the ring, had a look at Anthony Joshua sitting ringside. And Fury honed in on Joshua and said, okay, how about it?
Next, I want to give you the fight you've all been waiting for. I want you, AJ, Anthony Joshua. Let's give the fight fans what they want. The Battle of Britain. And here's my challenge. I challenge you, Anthony Joshua, to fight me, the Gypsy King, next. Do you accept my challenge?
Tonight is your night, and you know I'll sit across that ring from you in due time. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. I've been chasing you for the last 10 years. When you're ready, you come and see me and tell me your terms and conditions, and I'll have you in the ring when I'm ready. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
You work for me. I'm the landlord. Remember that. I'm the landlord. You work for me.
Now, I've got to say, Simon, I thought AJ handled that brilliantly.
Yeah, to a point. I think he's absolutely right to not to allow the whip hand to be Tyson Fury's, because Tyson's all pumped up after being back in the ring and having just won a fight. The flip side of it is I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out by Daniel Dubois puts you in the box seat. You are both the biggest names in British boxing over the last decade.
I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Oh, every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shining lights. Yeah, a different city every night. Oh,
good voice you got, huh?
Lovely.
Bruno Mars.
Lovely.
Right, a bit of Bruno Mars this morning. Why are we playing it? I tell you why.
Tell us.
Big story in the front page of the Old Current Bun this morning has caught our attention as a mind-boggling £1 billion. Yeah, £1 billion is up for grabs in tonight's lottery in one or two brand new games unveiled by the lottery bosses. What club, Ali? If you won it and you won you
buy it, Rangers.
I'd
buy Rangers. Is that what you're saying? Is that going to be your question to me? What club would I buy?
Yeah, I said £1 billion, not $1 million.
What club would you buy?
You asked for that, didn't you?
I did ask for that.
Yeah.
What club would you buy?
I wouldn't buy a club. No,
what would you do with it?
What
would you do another $1 billion?
You'd have to structure it properly, wouldn't you? You'd have to pick your charities, what's close to your heart and stuff like that, wouldn't you? You'd have to be careful you don't spoil your kids. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to think
No,
about.
I know. Mate, a trust for the kids. What would you do with the begging letters for Bournemouth, Hara and people like that, and me?
What would I do for...
with the begging letters you get?
I'd say try the lottery. Gabby's got enough money. You've got more than enough money.
But it is funny, isn't it?
And Jamie's going to be skint soon.
It doesn't buy you happiness, does it?
No,
I mean, it
doesn't buy you health, doesn't buy you
See,
happiness.
if you read some of the stories from the previous lottery winners, right?
Yeah, but if you've seen some of them who win it,
what?
They're not normal.
No?
No.
What is it? What? Tell me then, here's my question to you. What would be the first thing you would do? What would be the first thing you'd buy or treat yourself?
Well, you'd have to... I'd got the Marquis, take the pub on, and just say to everyone, come on me. I would. Oh, yeah. I'll buy everyone I knew. Come on, up, have what you like. Definitely. What would you do?
It's a great question. Do you know what I'd do? Probably, the first thing I'd do, I'd square up with kids. But
I mean, yeah, we're talking a lot of money here.
I know.
No, but you can't just do that right away. You've got to go trust and this.
Trust, that's exactly what I do. And
that's not
I wouldn't give them it till they're about 35 or 40.
Yeah.
You know, till they've had a bit of life and worked and know what it's all about.
Yeah, but the best, some people say your best is behind you.
I know. But not at 35, 40, come on.
Oh, you're getting old at 40.
Oh, don't talk a lot of nonsense.
You are getting old at 40.
Nonsense.
Yes.
Nonsense.
Yes. I think kids, for me, I'd it's interesting. People don't give their kids any money.
I get that as well. Your man did that, didn't he?
I want my kids to have a great time now.
Yeah, but they've got to learn. They've got to learn the ropes. They've got to work. They've got to. Do you know what I mean? They've got to.
But see, we're different. You know, we weren't born into money. We didn't do private schools. We didn't fail that exam to eat, and that brings me to the next guest. Here comes Steve-O.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the Scottish Grand National. T&C apply. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Yeah, they went to school together. Ed Chamberlain got in, Steve-O didn't.
Steve-O get blunt.
Morning, Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Gentlemen, a very, very good morning. So basically what you're telling us, Al, is the only time you're going to buy a drink is when you've won £1 billion.
Exactly. That's it.
No, buy everyone a drink, I said.
It's in a nutshell, mate.
Unless I back the winner today of the Craven.
Would you not buy horses, Al?
Of course he would.
I'd probably have one.
One?
I mean, one?
Yeah, one. Yeah,
I'm going to be your racing manager. One's no good. I tell you what, I mean, I wouldn't buy a football club either because you cannot win. I mean, you've only got to listen to the fans phoning in. I mean, you cannot win being a football club owner. So, anyway, that's
Mind you, so just quickly, let's get out of the way.
Yes.
Pompey.
Al.
They've saved themselves, haven't they?
Oh, look, you would like to think that beating Middlesbrough and then Ipswich should be enough for them. Sums up their season, really. You know, we've beaten the teams. We've beaten Millwall, we've beaten Borough, say Ipswich last night. But it was, Ali, we spoke yesterday, and it was the perfect evening for the South Coast Rivals.
It really was.
And even that third goal that Southampton put past Blackburn meant that now our goal difference is one better than Blackburn, and it could be that tight down there. But Al, the good news is Ipswich still got the game in hand, still sit in the automatic promotion spot, 6-1 on to be promoted. Obviously, that, you know, you want to go up automatically to save all the stress of the playoffs. But then it becomes so close: 11-10 Southampton, 5-4 Borough, 9-4 Millwall, and Ipswich. I think, am I right in saying you've got to play Middlesbrough and Southampton?
Yes.
So it is very much still in Ipswich hands, Al. So
yeah. Did I hear you say as well, Ipswich is a much bigger club than Bournemouth?
Do you know? I was listening to that. And I think Ipswich are a bigger. I'm not going to say much bigger.
Don't be surprised. Of course they bloody are.
Steve-O, I touched a nerve, man. You should have seen it. I get the glare. I got the Brazil glare first thing in the morning when I suggested. You know what I mean? Incredible.
You know, think Ipswich are a bigger club than Bournemouth. There, I've said
FA
it.
Cup, UEFA Cup, winner in Europe every year, 2 England managers. Give us a break.
But even the infrastructure, Portman Road, a bigger, better stadium. I mean, there you go. I've put it out there.
Yeah, well done, Steve-O. Well done. Steve-O, what about Newmarket today?
Yeah, so it's their second day of their trials meeting. Didn't learn an awful lot yesterday, but maybe in the Now Gwyn today, the Phillies trial off at 3:35. Godolphin have got the favourite act of kindness. Aiden sends
Good
over
day yesterday,
beautified.
didn't they? Good day yesterday. Godolphin.
They did. Obviously, Talk of New York is now 5-1 second favourite for the 2,000 guineas. He won a little race, it's got to be said, but I suppose the thing is, Al, we've lost Gawan from the Guineas recently. And then we lost Published, the second favourite. We don't know yet what Aiden's going to do with Albert Einstein. So Bo Echo, who had a racecourse gallop yesterday.
Very impressive last year.
Yeah, and look, everyone that witnessed his racecourse gallop yesterday at Newmarket seemed to be impressed by it. So he's the 3-1 favourite. But maybe we'll find out more in the Craven tomorrow and then the Greenham at Newbury on Saturday. But it's only just over 2.5 weeks to the Guineas. So comes around very quickly for those horses having a trial this week.
Steve-O, what about tonight, mate? Some good games tonight, a couple of good games particular.
Yeah, Arsenal getting nervy, isn't it, at Arsenal? But I mean, look, they are long odds on to qualify. Sporting a 15-2 if you think, 7.5 to 1 if you think they can pull off an upset. Arsenal 1-2 to win in 90 minutes, 5-1 Sporting, 3-1 the draw. Any chance here of Sporting causing a shock, Al?
No, I don't think so. If it was in Lisbon, yeah, but I don't trust them travelling. They've got forwards, you know. They could make it tough for Arsenal, but Arsenal have to come through this, and I think they will.
I go along with that.
The other game, sorry, Ali, the other game, I mean, this is the one I will be tuning into. Al, we spoke after the first leg last week, and we said, bizarre as it sounds, you know, Bayern winning at the Bernabeu, will they be disappointed with a 2-1? Because they were a better team, weren't they? They were better than a 1-goal lead suggests. And again, they're long odds on, 11-1 on to qualify, 11-2 Real Madrid, 8-15 Bayern to win in 90 minutes, 18-5 Madrid. But Madrid do have goals, Ali, don't they? When you've got Mbappe,
Vinicius Jr.,
you've got Vinicius Jr., when you've got Jude Bellingham. So it's a question. I mean, is this tie done and dusted? Or
no?
It's not, is it?
Well, I think Bayern will just be too strong for them. I really do. I saw enough in the first leg, Steve-O, Al, and I just thought, I think the two best teams in the tournament right now are PSG and Bayern, and I think Bayern will go through tonight. I really do.
Yeah.
What about overall, Steve-O, for the tournament?
Yeah, well, look, Bayern Munich are favourites, 2-1. So, again, we are expecting them to get through.
Are Bayern favourites 2-1?
2-1, despite
not
still
through
not
yet.
Actually, yeah.
That's what I mean.
And again, I'm just not sure. PSG are 5-2 second favourites. Then it's Arsenal 13-5, Atletico 13-2, Real Madrid 16-1. If you think Real Madrid can find a way, which they've done so many times, obviously, in the Champions League. But look, I agree with you. Harry Kane is flying 11-4 to score first. But Real Madrid, if they get an early goal, I don't know. I just feel there's life in that tie over in Munich. But I agree with you that Bayern Munich and PSG are the two best sides. And we have the mouth-watering prospect, of course, of two legs over the semi-finals between them.
Oh,
Steve, how do we bet now? Arsenal, Man City. How do we bet? Not on the game, but who wins it? Who wins the Premier?
Arsenal holding on to favouritisms 4-6, 6-5 Manchester City, but Manchester City odds on to win on Sunday. I don't know. There just feels something irresistible about Man City at the moment, and Arsenal just showing signs of. Is it? I don't know if it's tiredness with them, Ali, or is it just teams have worked them out a little bit, Arsenal, this season now, and with the whole sort of reliance on set pieces, maybe they don't have a plan B or a plan C. But I don't know. If you ask me to call it now, it just feels like the momentum is with Man City.
Ooh, you did Ali as well.
No, I still think Arsenal go over the line. I don't think there's any doubt the momentum's with City. I don't think there's any doubt that's the case. But, you know, I think clearly the weekend, Steve, it will have a massive, effect on what happens, But I think it's a game City have to win, but even if they do win it, it's not done and dusted.
Oh, no, if you gave Arsenal fans a point now, I'm sure they would absolutely
bite your hand off.
Yeah, that keeps it in there. They've also got the distraction of Europe, whether that's good or bad for Arsenal. But look, it wasn't a title race we were expecting a month ago, so it's a bonus to end the season anyway.
Steve, are you in training? Have we had a few Bloody Marys for air?
We will be heading up to beautiful Scotland tomorrow afternoon. Now, you will be sorely missed, but we might raise a glass to you on the Friday, Ali, mightn't we?
I don't think there's any doubt about that, my friend.
Have a good one, Steve-O.
Cheers, Steve-O. See you Friday, pal.
Cheers.
That was a look at the latest odds with Coro 18+, gambleaware.org. Right, coming up, Bolo's Ending coming up next. We're speaking to KSI, and around the 20 minutes, some clown's going to come on as well and tell us why Bournemouth are bigger than Ipswich. Ha!
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with the Coral Reward Shaker. With 100k of free bets available online each day, we're here for the Coral Scottish Grand National. 18+, max 1 reward per day. Reward restrictions and T's and C's apply. Gambleaware.org.
Tottenham Hotspur, this mighty club with a phenomenal stadium, we all know that, of course, are looking at heading to Sheffield United, with all due respect, Birmingham, Swansea, Preston, Stoke next season. Is that what's going to happen? Graham's a big Tottenham fan and joins us live. Graham, good morning. Is that what's going to happen?
I'm sorry to say, I think at the minute, I think it has to be. We'd have to be completely blindsided, I feel, to think anything else. I said in amongst group chats with friends that in January, the moment we slip into that bottom three, I don't see us getting out of it. And I think it's got nothing to do, and this alludes to a point that Simon made, I feel, maybe 10 minutes ago, about not necessarily having that quality, because it's clear that the quality hasn't been there this season. It's about having the fight and the mentality to actually pull yourself together, earn the money that you're being paid, and get yourself out of this and restore some sort of reputation that this football club has got. Unfortunately, I feel for us at the minute, we have too many players that have completely checked out. When the going got tough in and around January, February time, when you actually sat there and thought, we're in a bit of bother here, agents started appearing. Suddenly we've got Van der Ven doing interviews with his dad.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Shop the upgrade event today. And go on, get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car. Don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. Ali's with me. Ali, just a quickie before we march on. Spurs, talk to me about Tottenham.
Mate, I think they're nearly away.
It's just...
It's remarkable.
I'm waiting for the turnaround, the fight, the bite.
You mean that every other team
togetherness?
You mean what West Ham's showing, Leeds are showing?
Yeah.
Forest,
nothing.
I thought, well, I can't lie to you. I thought it was fight at the weekend. I did. In the defeat.
Did they let us go into you?
No. But that's the problem. You know, and that's the problem I've had. And Alan, crikey, they're just a bit away. You know what I mean?
Mm.
What have they got
it's a
the
disaster
weekend?
for them. Look.
What have they got the weekend? A good question.
Brighton, I think. Is it Brighton?
It is, of course it is. De Zerbi. Yeah. Obviously, back the Brighton connection. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. What do you think?
This would be the greatest escape if they get out of this.
Well, who are they going to catch?
Oh, I'm not even looking. I'm depressed, honestly. I speak to all the boys and they're just shaking their heads. I'm dismay.
West Ham look as though they've seriously turned a corner, haven't they? Leeds
have been great. Leeds don't deserve to be anywhere near it.
I keep saying it. With Eddie Gray, right? And you know what you and I both think Eddie Gray. And Eddie said something that was absolutely spot on when he was on last week. He actually can't believe where Leeds are in the league at this moment in time because of the level of performance. And I totally agree with him. I mean, the fact of the matter is they are where they are. They're not out it yet. But the level of performance this season, I think, has been a lot better than the league position suggests. And I know people say yara and you deserve to be where you are. I get all that. But I think some of the performances have been very, very good. In the first half on Monday night against Manchester United.
Brilliant.
Excellent. Excellent, mate.
Yep. Right, so on to Liverpool. Fairy tale in Europe came to an end. The night was worsened as Liverpool's goal scorer this season. Ekitike was stretched it off. He had a poor couple of games.
Yes. Yeah.
His old club, PSG. It looked like a nasty Achilles injury. Andy Robertson set to follow Salah out the door this summer. Where does Andy go from here?
Well, there's an interesting one. Would they go to Tottenham? Would they go to Tottenham if they stay up? Would he go
home? Would he go to Scotland? No.
Well, Celtic's the only place he would go, isn't it, really? You would think. Not speaking for him, I don't know that, but you would suggest. Surely, if Tottenham go down, you've got a decision to make, but there would be a handful of clubs in the top flight in England would take Andy Robertson, surely. Has to be.
Let's bring in former Liverpool, Chelsea and Dutch winger Bolo's ending. Bolo, a very good morning again, Bolo. How are we?
How are you?
Good morning. Thanks, guys. I'm fine.
Fascinating European games last night. We'll come to Liverpool in a moment. Barcelona, Atleti. Were Barcelona a bit unlucky, Bodo?
Well,
Bolo, sorry.
Difficult morning for you guys. No. Listen, unfortunate. I'm not sure. Obviously there was the disallowed goal, but it was a definite offside. There was another red card, like in the first game, which was
harsh.
Probably harsh, but you can give it or not. Then the good thing was that the way they started the game, obviously in Madrid, to score early 2 goals really set them up. Disappointed to see that they got the goal against just before halftime. That obviously gave Simeone a good halftime talk because they didn't need to do anything else than what they started off with. I think the second half, Barca wasn't as dangerous as they were in the first half. So in the end, I heard De Jong say, you have the feeling that you're the better team, but you don't qualify. And that's what happens, obviously, if you play Champions League, a 2-leg game or a cup game, is where anything is possible. And if you take it overall, like a full season where you play 38 odd games, then in the end, probably the best team will be on top. But you can see that in a cup tie, anything can happen.
Bolo, looking at it, I don't think, obviously, 2 red cards, both games that helped Barcelona. But looking at the game last night, I was in Paris last week, Bolo, for the Liverpool game, and you talk about this particular tournament peaking at the right time. I suggested earlier on to Alan that I think PSG and probably Bayern Munich have been the 2 better teams in the last Bayern Munich have been sensational all season, and I think PSG recently have been excellent, and I think over the 2 games against Liverpool they've proved Luis Enrique is getting them to peak again at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that Paris Saint-Germain is far better than that Liverpool were. The first game they played, I was a little bit shocked, to be honest, by the domination of Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Liverpool didn't really show up. They had no shots on target. They only had 3 shots, where I think Paris Saint-Germain had about 17 shots. That's right. So I was happy to see yesterday that Liverpool, at least, at Anfield, showed a different character or a different face. They tried, they went for it. In the end, unfortunately, the result was exactly the same. It was another defeat, 2-0. But I think, like yesterday, maybe they can still, leave Anfield with their heads up high compared to obviously the first game they played, where they didn't play, where they didn't really feature in the game. And all credits, of course, to Paris Saint-Germain, who's got Luis Enrique, who's got everything well under control. I think he's extending his contract now up until 2030 for the right reasons. They show fantastic football. They have so much quality in the team. It's well balanced. They're solid defensively, but blind me, attacking-wise, they're lethal. They're all over the place. They have a lot of energy. Also, the midfielders, they play in all different positions. It's a well-oiled machine.
Bolo, what about, how do you see tonight? I can't wait for this. I really can't. Bayern against Real. And I don't think Real Madrid are out of this by any means.
Well, Real Madrid is never out of it. They can play bad and still win a game. But I do admire Bayern Munich. I mean, they are so strong. Vincent Kompany has got it all sorted out. I saw a comment yesterday from him where he said, "Listen, don't believe the hype, don't believe the drama. When it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's probably not so bad." But they really look solid. And if you see how many goals they've scored this season, not just in the Bundesliga but also in the Champions League. I mean, of course, it's simple to say, when you score goals, you win games. But if you score so many goals, I mean, you're a real threat, and then sometimes you can make a mistake in the back. But the way they go forward with Olise on the right and Diaz on the left and Harry Kane, oh man, I think they're actually the team that can go all the way.
Bolo, nice one. I'm glad you mentioned Alicia there. He's had a great season.
Harry Kane,
brilliant.
different class. Bolo, good to
you.
see you, mate. All the best
tonight. Thank you. I didn't have a chance to really talk to Bolo about Chelsea, but Chelsea, aren't they? Right, still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
I think he's going to come out with something stupid about Bournemouth, I know he is. We're going to be joined by a friend of the show and managerial royalty, Mr. Neil Warnock, to ask whether his best mate Pep smells blood in the title race. But next, the man with 75 million social media followers, not Ali, YouTuber and Arsenal fan, KSI. We also want to know from Gunners fans if Arteta, if Michel, is piling on the pressure with all these quirky sound bites. Is he over the top here, or is he just trying to take the pressure off his players? We'll find out. That was our breakfast preview, our good friends at Travis Perkins.
No fear, pure fire. Bring your lunch, bring your dinner, how you say in England.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With pay-as-you-go hire from Travis Perkins, you can get straight on with the job. Available nationwide at all hire branches.
It's going to be some summer of change, isn't it, for Liverpool?
Again, yeah, massive. It's. Do
you think Slot might be part of that summer of change?
No chance. Honestly, I don't say that lightly, but the amount of Liverpool supporters I know are on the same page. The hierarchy aren't daft. They're not stupid. Finishing 5th for Liverpool, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Irrelevant of the mitigating circumstances.
It might get you Champions League.
Well, it will, and financially that's good, but where they're at is nowhere near. They're nowhere near it. They're only going to probably only get 5th because of other teams failing below them.
How many times did you play for Liverpool? You got a rough ballpark figure?
240, 250.
240, 250. So you must have the absolute utmost admiration for Andy. 373 appearances for the club. He came for 8 million from Hull.
Yeah, but the respect comes from not only his longevity, it's the level of his performance during that period. His numbers are phenomenal. And he's been. I think he's been underrated. I don't think he's ever, in all the success Liverpool have had. Yes, there's times where he's had some plaudits, but it's more been Trent.
Yeah,
you know, the front three under Klopp, all that's the Henderson, the captain, fantastic. Robbo's gone under, and there's the other thing as well. Last thing on him, it's no coincidence Virgil hasn't been himself because he hasn't had Robbo next to him. That's definitely a factor.
So, Hart says Liverpool, PSG.
No.
Looking for sun rays, needing them good days. Fly me away, away, you're my holiday. Cool like the ocean, lost in emotion. Find me away, away, you're my holiday.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Super Ali. That's right, a bit of KSI there because we have quite a treat for you this morning. Yes. YouTube sensation, 75 million followers on social media. Happy days. Co-owner of National League South, Dagenham and Redbridge. John Terry member as part of a consortium now to buy Colchester United. Little sleeping giant, the old Colu. Mm-hmm. He's also the CEO of Misfit Boxing, chief of the Sidemen, judge on Britain's Got Talent. How's this guy? Where's he find the time? And president of Ballers League UK. It's right to say a very, very good morning to the brilliant KSI. KSI, morning.
Morning, KSI. How are you?
Morning. I'm good. Nice and early.
Oh,
I'm no longer the president of Baller League, by the way. I'm actually a manager now. So I have my own team, Prime FC, and we're currently 3rd in the league.
Tell me, KSI, tell me a little bit about that Baller League. You know, I've seen bits and pieces of it. It's fairly taken off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good bit of fun. But my team are taking it very seriously, and with every game, it's very passionate. And we recently signed a new player to come onto the team for us to try and hopefully win Baller League. So it's good. 6-a-side football game where we have game changes for the last 3 minutes of each half. Each half is 15 minutes, just so just to change things up and make games more entertaining. It's an entertaining style of football, essentially. That's
what sort of player were you at school? Were you a decent player, or was it always going to be music?
I was okay. I always was very interested in football. I just wasn't very good at it. I kind of was just the guy that would learn through watching YouTube videos. So, for example, I learned how to do the flip-flap because of Ronaldinho, and I would just watch his videos repeatedly in order to learn that skill moves.
You've got a charity match coming up, the Sidemen charity, this weekend, I believe. Can you tell us a little bit about that, mate?
Yeah, so this is at Wembley, sold out. I sold out in like an hour.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that in itself is absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. We've gained a really, really big audience who just are obsessed with us, and it's good. We entertain them weekly on the Sidemen channel. So it's we've been doing it for 10+ years, and we've been doing charity matches for years and years. So it's awesome that we're able to grow each year the stadium. And last year we did Wembley, and this year we're doing Wembley again. So it shows that we have a devoted fan base, and they love what they see. They love the football, man.
Well, if you're looking for a cool commentator, if you're looking for a commentator, Alan McCoist available.
We've already got that covered. Sorry, but with this
pioneer KSI.
Sorry, but with this charity match, we thought we'd change it up. Normally, the Sidemen are in one team, and we're against different players in YouTube All Stars. But this time, 3 of us have moved to YouTube All Stars. So me, Simon, and Ethan are now in YouTube All Stars, whereas the rest are in Sidemen. So it's like going to be a lot more competitive, and it's going to be intriguing to see which goals the fans celebrate more, and who people want to win, etc. So, and yeah, it's going to be a good time in general. Like, it's always quite entertaining, and it's always a fun time with these charity matches, and everyone always leaves with a smile on their face.
Yeah, so why Dagenham and Redbridge? You think they've got every chance of getting promotion again, maybe a couple of leagues at least?
I think there's a lot of hidden potential of Dagenham and Redbridge, personally. I've been to the club several times now. I've even gone to away games, and we have passionate fans. It's just that we just need the results to make them happy and make things happen. So for me, it was the history, it was the idea of I could make an impact, and I've always wanted a football club. I've always wanted one, man. Since my FIFA days when I was doing Race to Division 1, I always thought it'd be cool to have my own football club, but I never thought I'd be in a position to be able to do it. And now I'm here. So we got a long way to go.
You might need 85 million YouTube followers away. They swallow money up. Football Club KSI, but you're busy enough. Listen, I'm enjoying Britain's Got Talent. Are you more into? You've not hit your golden buzzer yet, have you?
No, I have. I hit it for Rafferty. Yeah, I hit it for Rafferty, 16-year-old boy who gelled music and magic together. It was really sick.
And the last one, I watched one last night. I thought it was recording. The choir at the end were very good. The kids from Wales.
Yeah,
very good.
We did the whole 6-7 thing. Do you even understand what that is?
You get some numpties on there as well.
Oh, you do. But
what about the guy with the Scotch egg? He wants sectioned.
KSI, I've got before I let you go. You're talking about 16-year-old magician Max Dowman. What about your team? Have you got a little bit of panic on the Arsenal?
Nah, zero panic. I know the boys are on it, and I'm going to see them today or tonight when they face Sporting Lisbon. It's going to be a great game. I'm excited to see them do their thing. Obviously with what the press do to Arsenal, and some, even with some fans, And definitely everyone who aren't Arsenal fans, they put a lot of pressure on the team, and they want the team to break, but they're stronger than that. And I know that this year is going to be different. So I'm excited to see them perform and, do what they need to do to hopefully get a trophy this year.
KSI, good luck with all your projects.
Good luck to you, mate. All the best.
Especially
Thank you so much.
with Dagenham and Redbridge. I mean that. Well done.
Well done, mate. Good luck.
Thank you. Take care,
there you
guys.
go, KSI there. It's, did you watch it, Ali?
Britain's got talent.
Yeah.
Good stuff, innit?
It's quite funny, isn't it?
I mean,
you get some rascals on there, don't you?
Rascal's the word I would use, yeah. That's exactly the word I would use. Some belters. You do me a favour. Could you read the charity match lineup here for me?
I'll try. Where are we? Vic Star 123, Bazinga, TBJ ZL, Miniminter, Jason the Ween, Mr. Who's the Boss, Angry Change, Stable Ronaldo, Chaza, and a mystery player, whoever that is.
Class.
Coming up to 9 o'clock.
One thing I did think, though, was I looked at City at Chelsea yesterday, and when they stepped up a gear in the second half, I thought Cherky was fantastic.
Yes,
second
he was.
half as well. He gives you something totally different. But what I was going to say was the depth of that squad, that they can bring on Phil Foden and Savinho. They can leave Mamouche and Reinders just sitting on the bench twiddling their fingers, Yeah, I think that squad. Arsenal have got a great squad too, but I just think that squad depth could be the key in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That again, they were so impressive second half. I mean, Jeremy Doku. What I love watching when I'm watching him, Jeff, and I love Liv, the way that every time he gets the ball, his first thought isn't to just step inside and drop it off to somebody else and then go wide again and I might get it back in a minute. Can I travel 20, 30, 40 yards with this ball? Can I beat my man? Can I get beyond him? Can I then produce something? And every single time he gets the ball, his first thought is to get at people and get beyond them. Love that from wide players.
I do love that from wide players because we don't see that enough from wide players. However, it is just his 8th Premier League goal in 4 years. Isn't that wild?
Is that
someone like Jeremy Doku?
Yeah, really.
7 before yesterday.
Well, again, it's that's a really interesting stat. That is. But and again, for someone of his ability, he should be getting a lot more than that. But he's just such a dangerous player and tough. Malo Gusto is a decent fullback. He had a tough time yesterday.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Buy a used car, get a free 2-year service plan. Plus, get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. So, Alan Brazil here with Ali, Super Ali, who's still getting over that custard pie
a heat
from
seeker,
KSI regarding the Sidemen charity match. Have a listen. You're looking for a commentator, Alan McCoist available.
We've already got that covered, sorry.
Oh, it was a bit quick.
He didn't say who, though, did he?
No, but he didn't give it a second thought, did he? I mean, he just bang. Have some
I think the producers had something to do with that.
Big heat-seeking custard pie hit me with it.
You know, I thought he'd try and be friendly, Ali.
Probably use one of his 75 million viewers or whatever he's got.
Yeah, well, we're told that hashtag United owner Spencer Owen and comedian Stephen Tries already have that job covered. Excuse me, who? Who?
Don't know, but they've got the gig anyway, haven't they?
Still lots to come this morning between now and 10. After news yesterday. And correct me here, Ali.
No.
Andoni Areola.
You got it, perfect.
Will be leaving Bournemouth, the Cherries, at the end of the season. We'll be speaking to a man who played 265 games to Cherries all the way from League One to Premier League. Charlie Daniels will be with us. And ahead of what seems to be a title-deciding game this Sunday, we're checking in with Pep's best mate, the legendary Neil Warnock, will be joining us very soon. Right, but now, does Arteta, does Mikel just need to stop talking so much at the moment.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Edison invented the light bulb. Today I want to see a team that is connected, because a bulb by himself is nothing.
Mentally, we are at Anfield. Let's go! It finished at Anfield. Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0.
Bring your boots, bring your shorts, bring your t-shirts, and let's play every ball together.
And they're out of the Champions League. PSG 2, Arsenal 1.
It's an early kickoff. Get up early, have an early breakfast, bring your lunch, bring your dinner.
They've been beaten by the Cherries here at the Emirates Stadium on a disastrous afternoon for Arsenal's title hope.
I'm on fire. That's it, nothing else. I'm dreaming so much. I've done so much, to be in this position. No fear, pure fire.
He's on fire, Ali.
Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Yes.
Come on, baby,
I've got it.
Jose Feliciano.
Is it?
Yes.
Never get that.
Yes.
Thought I had it.
It's brilliant version.
It's a great version.
Who do you think it was?
I wasn't sure. Did Will Young not do a version?
Oh, that one.
By the way, who sang the other one? Who sang the song that was on early? No, the one that was on before. I remember when.
Oh, sorry, no. I know the song, but I don't.
Miles Berkeley or something. Is it Miles Bartley?
No, I knew the song, but I didn't know who sang it. One hit wonder. Right, that's right, Mark. Arteta, Mikel's been attempting. I don't know. Is he mastering the art of strong
He's absolutely
He's trying to take the pressure off his players.
Of course he is.
Here's some of the things, though, that he has done. Hired professional pickpockets at a team dinner to try and keep his players on their toes.
I love that.
I think that's ridiculous. He's got a 150-year-old tree at the training ground that he's tasked the players with collectively looking after.
Love that.
He brought a dog called Win to the training ground and delivered no trophies.
I absolutely love that. I've met the dog.
Played TikTok edits of the team on the training ground and then lost to Bournemouth.
I love that as well. I don't have a problem with it.
With a bit with the pens as well. Oh, Baron Bick.
Yeah, but that was like we're getting.
He's got a screw loose. He's losing it.
Not at all. That's all done for team morale. And listen, they're having a tough time of it, right? And they need to get through it by being together. It's quite simple, right? And
I think he's had a funny time.
You heard his interview. You heard his interview there. He's up for it. He's positive. You know what I mean? Give a guy a break.
Who was it said he'll never win one? Was it Neil Warnock said he's not good enough, strong enough?
Oh, Neil's coming on later on, isn't he?
I know. I'm sure he did.
I tell you what, big couple of games. Oh dear me, weekend. I mean, that is a proper game at the weekend.
So is this going to determine whether Pep stays next year or not? He's beginning to get it together again now.
Of course he is, isn't he? Well, I saw him in Madrid and they get outplayed, right? Well beaten by Madrid side who Bayern cruised against. But they've hit a bit of form, City. Of that, there is absolutely no doubt. Signings are beginning to look apart. Signings have been good. Gay, Semenyo, Cherky, different level of wee fella. And you know the one that's really turned the corner? The centre-back, Kusenhoff. He's really turned the corner. When he came, it's taken him a little bit, I think, time to settle, which is understandable. One of the quickest I've seen in a long time.
Nick O'Reilly's doing great.
Tremendous.
Do you know who worries me? When you're up against it and you play two flair players, especially away from home, Doku and Semenyo, I don't think that works. They've got to be on the ball all the time, terrorising. If you don't, one's a passenger.
We'll get the balance in the middle of the park's been good as well. Rodri is
he injured? Is he out again?
I think he's just beginning. I thought he was just beginning to look more like himself. Bernardo Silva has been excellent. They are. I've spoken about teams peaking at the correct time for the Champions League. City look. I've got to say, I saw them at West Ham, in the draw when Arsenal scored late on. and Max Stowman scored in the 2-0 victory, and I thought to myself, that'll have a mental battering effect on City. It looked as though it did for that particular game a little bit, but boy, have they picked up and turned it around. And they're beginning to look the real deal again.
Okay, will they throw yet another trophy tonight? I don't see it. I think they win tonight.
I'm looking forward to that tonight.
Or is it, I'm going to watch the other game with the greatest respect to Arsenal.
But I'm at that. What do you mean? Listen to me.
I hear you every day. No.
All right, fair enough.
I've had enough. Or is it the double still on? If that KSI's got a point. talkSPORT is your place to find out just that, as we have live coverage of Arsenal against Sporting. I think Arsenal will be just fine. Tonight in the Champions League. Don't forget, build up from 7, kick off at 8 at talkSPORT.
Do you think Arteta's too pragmatic, Simon? Is this going to be the difference as to who ends up winning it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he says to the players in the dressing room, but clearly I do think the coach's responsibility is, if he's not actually kicking a ball, it's his responsibility to set the players up mentally and structurally to be able to do it in a fashion that produces the best outcome. And I use the word navigate at the beginning of this section, because that's what I think Arsenal are trying to do. They're trying to navigate their way through games, not impose themselves on games, not take control of the game, not to be bold, not to be fearsome, fearless. Sorry, in their their reaction to circumstances. Now, when they went away to Sporting, it was the perfect time to not be bold, because they were trying to manage a European game, and they got praise from me last week, and people criticised them because it was considered to be a workmanlike performance. But a 1-0 away result in a European game is a good result. Now they'll bounce back tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever they're playing against Sporting, and produce an outcome again. I think everything will be revealed on Sunday when they play Manchester City.
The question is,
they'll be bold then when they play City.
Oh no, they won't be daft. No. They'll do what they normally do. The question is, if Arsenal were 3 or 6 points behind City when they played Bournemouth at home at the weekend, what would they have done different? They would have committed. They'd have played quicker, more urgency. They would have got more men forward earlier in the game. They would have gone after them.
Feels like Arsenal have something to lose rather than something to win.
Well, it's a bit like Rory with a six-shot lead, wasn't it?
Yes.
That dwindled on day 3.
Yeah. So that begs the question
then,
who are Arsenal's biggest opponents in this title race? Manchester City or themselves?
9:19. Ali's with me as we had Queen of the Jungle, Jill Scott, on this morning, live from Dallas. So actually, she was in. Where was she? She was.
Oh, she was Dallas. You're right.
Did she not move on? Was she not down in Cisco or somewhere? Or she's moving around a wee bit.
You wouldn't be going to rodeo. She said she was at a rodeo. That wouldn't be Dallas, would it? Would that be?
Oh, Dallas, yeah, Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Frisco won at San Francisco.
Yeah, of course, Dallas would have been a clue.
Yeah.
It would have been a clue, that,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
JR, you are an idiot.
Who was the other one? Bobby Ewan.
Oh, he was too mamby-pamby, wasn't he?
Do you know who Bobby Ewan was?
He was Aquaman or something.
No, but a great effort. He was the man from Atlantis.
Oh, was he?
What an effort that was from you. Hit the post. Who else was in it? Pam Ewan. She was different class. No?
No, Sue Ellen was the best.
And who's the wee one? She had a name.
Yeah, the Poison Dwarf.
Poison
Lucy.
Dwarf.
Lucy.
Yeah. And know who I liked? I liked Big Cliff Barnes.
Oh, no.
No?
You're a loser, Barnes.
I like Barnesy.
Nah.
No? You didn't have one at all?
Nah.
JR was the governor of one. He was the governor.
Nah, he was always second best. JR had him in his back pocket.
I was getting mixed up there. He was a different show.
Oh, no, Barnes. No, he was a loser, he was.
I know, but he was good.
Everything he touched turned to a nightmare. Jason Cundy revealed he wouldn't be able to. What about Jason? He wouldn't be able to. This is going into the jungle, isn't it? Yeah. So would he do it? Jason revealed he wouldn't be able to because his fear of dangerous animals.
If there's any moths, then I'm in big
You know
trouble.
what? Whenever I see a moth now, I think of you.
Mate.
I had one in my room the other
No,
night, and I was like, I
they
wanted
can
to
do
put
one.
it in a cup and bring it in to the fault.
You watch me move. You know, I've got a dodgy. Yeah, don't see my little boy does that, right? He looks over my head. He said, Dad, there's a moth.
No, genuinely, there is a moth.
Right, okay. See, you've made me really nervous.
No.
No,
No. I
really want to look.
No, genuinely, there's a moth.
No, leave me alone.
Oh,
I know you're lying, but you've made me nervous.
No, Chase, there is a moth.
Do you know what I don't like about the moth? I don't like the way they fly. It's horrible.
By the way,
when was the last time you seen a moth? I've not seen one for ages.
Well, it's the wrong time of the year. They'll just be coming in.
Well, he's making that up.
You know they're attracted to light.
Yeah, he's making that up. You leave
And if you don't let them anywhere near your wardrobe, you know that.
Oh, well, that's it. The chunks opened up thinking, what can I wear for my wedding? And about 10 of them come out of his pockets.
Aye. I know. By the way, it's Jill again. She's having some shift, isn't she? She's on screen.
Yeah. Look.
Yes, she is. She's looking well there with a cowboy hat.
Steady.
Beautiful horse, that, isn't it? You ever been the horse?
Of course I have. I've been on the Gallops, Newmarket.
You've not ridden in the Gallops?
Of course I have.
Where did you learn to ride? Well, probably
I didn't.
at school.
I just got on one.
And you went up the track?
Down the hill, the horse ran off with me.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be frightening.
Down the Borough Road. No, well, to begin with, I thought, by the way, we're not talking about a racehorse here. We're talking about an ex-racehorse. Clyde Britton had two hacks, Carrot and Blackie, right? I'm on Blackie. And Blackie, they know you can't ride, right? So I'm just sauntering about, and all the head lads, all the stable lads and lady girls are there. Morning. They're all laughing. What's he doing on a horse? Mind you, I was fit then. All of a sudden, Blackie,
away, boof,
got a bit hungry.
Headed for home.
Down the hill.
That happened to me.
Towards the A14, the town centre. And I thought, and everyone's going, whoa, look at this.
McDonald's.
And I thought, don't panic, be authoritative, don't panic. So I tried to get a hold of this horse, because once they go, come here, Blackie, come on, bad boy, come here. Whoa, come here. About 3 minutes later, we're 100 yards from the road. I'm like, please stop. And he pulled himself up. He just wanted to go home. He's just having enough of this guy in my back.
Yeah, I had that happen to me as well. A horse ran away with me on it. I was terrified. It's a long way down, you know.
Do you remember a guy, Dave Geddes?
Yes.
Who made the goal in the cup final for Roger Osborne?
Yes.
He fancied some bird up in riding school between Colchester and Ipswich. He says, come on, we'll go up there. So riding school, I went, yeah, what am I going to do? Have a coffee? He said, no, get on the horse. So anyway, she says, do you ride? And he said, yeah, we both ride, before I could speak. I got on this horse. Suddenly we're going through the woods, and all of a sudden, whoa, no way, there's jumps through the woods. Oh, gee, it was like a rodeo.
See, I could do that. I'd have a bit of that. I wouldn't mind just
I suppose you had lessons at Kilmadinny, did you?
No. Remember old Harvey?
Harvey Smith.
Remember Harvey?
Yeah.
David Broom. David Broom was another one.
Yeah.
And one of the best ever. Your man, who just won Trainer of the Year, Dad. Nick. Was it Nick Skelton? Won a gold.
Schofield. Skelton.
No, Skelton.
Yeah.
Won the. I'm sure he won the gold. Maybe about
Anyway,
4 years ago.
Moving on. Where did we go into that?
Where did we go into that?
Oh, right. Moving on. Bournemouth manager Iriola will leave the club this summer following 3 successful seasons on the south coast. Ipswich Kieran McKenna's favourite. He's gone nowhere to succeed the Bournemouth manager. After it was suggested earlier in the show that Bournemouth are a bigger club than Ipswich. Yeah, who said that? The Moose? Give me a break. We asked our good friends at ChatGPT to decide. What? The response, yes, Ipswich have a league title, 1962, a European trophy, 1981. But you flip it like this. That was 40 years ago. Big clubs don't just have history, they stay relevant. Bournemouth are now relevant. Well, for a start, who's ChatGPT? Who are they? Let's bring in a man who played over 240 times for the club through the journey from League One to the Premier League. Is Cherry's legend, and if he agrees, it's Jack Daniels, not Charlie Daniels. Morning, Charlie.
Charlie, good morning, mate. How are you?
Good morning, how are we?
I'm not having this. No chance. Bournemouth bigger than Ipswich.
I think you've got a point, Charlie. I mean, look, Bournemouth are relevant at this moment in time. Is that not?
Listen, I think it's the history says a lot about itself. But at this moment in time, Bournemouth are flying high in the Premier League.
Great result against the Arsenal. That's put Arteta
Tremendous.
under a bit of pressure, Charlie. There's no doubt about it. He's coming out with some strange things now, but they're not out of it yet. City are pushing them. We'll come to that in a moment. Just Bournemouth. Why do you think he's leaving the manager? Do you think he's just got a better offer?
I think he's probably felt he's done as much as he could with the side. I know he has bigger plans. I know he has bigger pictures, and there's probably something that he's thought about for a long time. I don't think it's been a quick decision, but there must be something there tempting him to leave Bournemouth and go into something else.
Charlie, tell me. I mean, I think it's remarkable. I really do, what Bournemouth have achieved and are achieving.
Yeah, I agree.
Has it surprised you just how they've managed to maintain it when you look at the quality of players that have also left the club?
Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't surprise me. I think if you're looking at how well a club is run, I think it's a great blueprint for any club. They've, like you say, you lost Kirkers, you lost Hussein last summer. But the people that they have signed, I think, are similar and have the potential to maybe be better. And then you look at Krupi, who they've signed, 19-year-old. He's on track to become the highest scoring teenager in the Premier League. So the recruitment side of Bournemouth has been tremendous.
Charlie, they could do with, I know it all takes time, but they could certainly do a bigger capacity, more revenue, couldn't they?
Yeah, they are, and it's definitely in plans. I don't know if you've seen it. There's expansion going to take place. Hopefully, in the next few years, that will be done. I think it's going to go up to maybe 22,000. Hopefully, and the pictures, the drawings look really good, and it's going to elevate them onto another level. Because, like you say, the income that's needed from revenue is crucial.
Charlie, in terms of the continuity. Would you be a little bit concerned who comes in to follow the manager? We've obviously commented he's done a fantastic job. Who would you like to see?
That's a good question. I think anyone who comes in, I know, is on. There's very rarely do you take over a club that's on the up, and it's a manager anyone who's looking for a job, I think, will be really excited by the project and excited by the starting point that they have actually got. So. I know Frank Lampard's been linked. Kieran McKenna, Kieran's been linked, and I know they're looking at probably a few different options. So I know they will do their homework, and they've been successful really in hiring new managers. So I know that once everything's been done, I'm sure they will get the right man in place.
Charlie, how do you see the weekend's big one coming up? Man City against Arsenal. Mikel's now trying to take the spotlight, the pressure off his players. Saying a couple of things, I'm like, whoa, steady. But look, I'm sure there's a plan B. This is a big game for them, isn't it? You know, do you see City making it even tighter by beating Arsenal?
Yeah, I think Mikel's done the right thing by taking the pressure off the players. You know, it's such a big game, and it's one that you could call it a cup final. You know, they're going to have to go there and not lose, basically. So, but I think if you looked at the way that Man City played, especially second half against Chelsea last week, they look back to being a force. You know, the way that they dominate possession, the goals that they scored, the freedom that they were playing with. You know, it's going to be such an exciting game come Sunday.
And a positive for Arsenal, Charlie, finally. They should see this through tonight, shouldn't they? Beat Sporting at home to go into the semi-final. Yeah, I think it'll be a good boost for them if they put on a win, but not only that, but a good strong performance at home. You know, against Sporting. You know, that will give them a lot of confidence going into Sunday's game. Charlie, great to talk.
Charlie, great to see you. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, nice. Have a great day.
You too, all the best, mate.
Charlie Daniels there on Bournemouth. So 22,000, that'd be a lot better. Just you want them competing, don't you?
They've been great.
Right, a man who knows about the South Coast very, very well. Neil Warnock coming up in a tick.
Let's talk about the Pards derby. Newcastle came to Crystal Palace. They went 1-0 up, but ended up losing 2-1. Arteta, who's had a good week for Palace, even though he wanted to leave at one point. He's happy to be there now, still kicking the corner flag, doing his thing for Palace, but...
Yeah, he's got this dream of, you know, and he's got this goal to play for France. I mean, when you look, Cherki's French, you know, and Matt, you know, all the great players they got. I mean, it does look a long shot for him. But if you give him a chance, and he's timed it well, Glasner, he's put him in that European game. They've not been playing well, and he's come to the fore. And they wouldn't have won these two games without him. He's not just the way he plays, it's his personality. I think he's an infectious kind of personality.
Is he better than Dom Solanke?
No, I don't think so. But I think in terms of a presence and a personality in the dressing room, that might make up for a lot of his technical faults, if you know what I mean. But, you know, you can't... He has definitely got minerals.
Delivers as well.
You can see when he...
Boxing. It's a sport that makes multi-millionaires out of the world's best fighters. But it's not as flush with cash as you'd think. We all see how much the likes of Tyson Fury or Canelo Alvarez make every fight, but that's not the case for those just starting out, or those who aren't even at that level. For example, if you've just turned pro and don't have a promoter, you have to sell your own tickets, cover the cost of the venue yourself, and pay the taxman at the end of it. You might not even break even, but if you do, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand max. A mid-tier fighter might make more like 10 to 50 grand, but you still have to give up half of that in costs. So unless you're fighting for a world title, it's tough to make money. One potential way of doing it, though, is being a journeyman. Here's former European champion talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver explaining how that could work.
They want to fight every week, and they can be going in against the prospects, so they can demand good money, and they might be demanding like 5 grand, 10 grand for a 6-rounder or something because they're going in with a prospect. He gets through that, the journeyman gets through that fight, and he can fight again next week.
I mean, even so, it's not much, and you're getting punched in the face for a job. It's only really at the top level, i.e. fighting for titles, where you're earning up to 6 figures and can afford a diamond chain or that Ferrari. So boxing isn't a sport that allows you to retire at 40 and live a life of luxury. Much like a lot of other sports and jobs in general, it takes an awful lot of luck quite early in your career to really make it worth your while.
"25 minutes to 10 o'clock, talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. The perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online." Right, Ali, Arsenal might be in European action tonight against Sporting, live on talkSPORT, but it's all eyes on City, Manchester City on Sunday, and what could be the Premier League decider. Amazing. Music legend Noel Gallagher joined the boys on Drive early in the week and revealed that Pep, he is ice cold.
When I came on, well, I don't know when it was. I mean, Arsenal, I think, had lost one game all season, so logic would have told you then that, everything looked like it was pretty set up for possession for Arsenal, but they've done their usual thing in April. So, did the City players believe they better? Because I tell you, the Pep does.
Yeah, I look at Pep now and it looks like he's thinking to himself,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Yeah, he texted me after the game and it was he is bang up, he's fired up, properly fired up.
The great Noel Gallagher there. I'd like to say someone who knows Pep even,
as good as.
As good as
Yeah.
Noel, yeah.
As good as Noel.
Yeah. John's legendary boss, Neil Warnock. Morning, Neil.
Good morning, Neil. How are you, mate?
Morning, lads. You two.
You
sound
alright?
like you sound like you've been out all night. You two.
Believe it or not, this is
we
a
have.
night in. This is what a night in does, Neil.
Okay. Look.
How are you, Neil? All good?
Very good, thank you. Yeah, not bad at all, son.
Enjoy the football last night?
I did. I just, I mean, obviously, I watched the Championship last night. I didn't watch. I don't think I missed much really watching the Championship. And they've all got good things, haven't they? I mean, they were poor last night, weren't they, Ipswich? And
I'm disappointed. After beating Norwich at Carrow Road.
Neil, I've got to say to you, mate, I didn't have that down as a massive shock, and I'll tell you why.
No.
I said to Big Al yesterday, I actually fancied Portsmouth. I think they've got a bit about them.
Do you know something though, Ali, with them? That's one of my biggest regrets, not going to Portsmouth at one stage, because the fans, when I used to stand in the dugout away from home, and I used to stand up to try and shout information onto other to players, they used to drown me out. And the atmosphere, we talked about the Premier League last week with Leeds United and the fans at Leeds United and things like that. And Portsmouth fans are unbelievable, really, the noise they make. So, like you say, it didn't surprise me at all, because they do play an important part, don't they, fans, now at this stage of the season?
Oh, without a doubt. And City, it's interesting. City against Arsenal. Cool. Surely now Arteta is coming out with a little bit strange statements, but is that to take pressure off his players, Neil?
I don't think he knows what to do now at the minute. I mean, he's in that situation where he obviously thinks he's got to do that and what have you. But I don't think he'll have come across this situation before, because they should have won the league by now. I remember listening to Arsenal fans and Piers. I think Piers was on, and I do enjoy listening to Piers. I know it's controversial, but I think it's good. And I remember him saying that by the beginning of April they'll have won it, won't they? They'll have won the league. Yeah. This is, and it's. Nobody could, even now, they should win the league with what they are. They've got, I know they've got the game in hand and they're playing there, but when you look at them play now, they haven't got that freedom, Arsenal. And whereas Man City, you know what I think about Pep, I love him, man. I mean, when I went around there was something like 10 points behind. And I said, I remember saying, you can still win this with the lads. Because their signings, you look at the signings that City have made in the last 12 months, they're all good ones, There's not many bad signings that Pep's made. And, and then you've got your Haaland and your Rodri and your Bernard Silva that's been there and done it. But these other lads have come in. I mean, Semenyo and Cherky and Guy. I mean, he plays with a fag in his mouth, doesn't he, Guy?
Tell you, Neil, different class. The ones you mentioned in particular, Cherky I love. You could watch him all day. But I don't know if you agree. I mentioned the one I mentioned earlier on there that has really impressed me, and I think kind of turned the corner, would be the other centre back. I mean, Gay's a great player, of course, there's no doubt about that. But tell me what you think about Kusanov.
Yeah, because when he come in, Ali, he was like, like making mistakes and little mistakes, and he looked, oh my God, not another bad signing here, and things like that. But I just think, if you've been in the training ground, when I'm in that training ground, the professionalism, the love that they show for the players, and it's not all about giving rollickings out and things like that. It's arm round, and I think Pep had his arm round him, and I think that was important to make him feel, look, don't worry about your mistakes, you'll come through that. You're a good player, and it's amazing what confidence does for you, and I think he's getting the reward now for that. And I mean, I just love watching them now, even though sometimes I think, you can't pass it there, and then they pass it and they get it through that gap. I mean, that gap for Guy's, that pass for Guy's goal, I mean, that was unbelievable, wasn't it?
By the way, he took it well as well, didn't he?
By the way, we've not even mentioned O'Reilly, but some of the goals.
No, hey, we haven't. No,
I know.
No, and he's like a new player, isn't he?
Yeah.
But it'll be a lot closer than people think. I mean, I know they think that they've hit a brick wall, but Arsenal have got some good players. I think they've just got to play with a bit more freedom. Everything seems to be, not going back to my old days, but, your long throws and free kicks and things like that. But they're not, I don't think they pass forward because they don't want to lose it in certain areas. Whereas I think Man City want to take that gamble and pass it in between people, get people in that final third. Whereas I think they're too predictable at minute, Arsenal. And it's same in Championship. I think I mean, Middlesbrough should have walked it. True. Really, I think they should have been second place also. No, but they've got pass, and no through the middle to to cut people open. And people can play against that now. I mean, Bournemouth, they weren't even afraid, were they, Bournemouth? They just seemed to be a pub team coming in and loving it, didn't they? Let's go and have a nice day. Yeah. And that's the attitude, I think.
Let's just have a little hear from one of the Mikel Arteta, because it's a bit strange what has been coming out with lately. Have a listen to this, Neil.
I'm on fire. That's it, nothing else. I'm dreaming so much. I've done so much, to be in this position, because I know how this club it was. I've done so much against anything that this is beauty. I just see beauty, opportunity, and I want to get it done for all these people that they've been in this journey with us, and because they deserve it, because it's been unbelievable. That's what is driving me every single day. I have zero fear. Fear I had when, if we don't get this done, this club, I don't know where it's going. That was fear. Now, there's no fear. It's just purpose, fire, direction, and conviction that we're going to do it.
Do we believe him, Neil?
No, we don't. No, I think he's got to say it. And the dressing room, the lads, what the lads are like. They'll all have the doubts now. I mean, they have got it in the locker to go up to Man City if they're on fire and what have you. Who's to say they can't beat Man City? But I just think that they're more concerned with not losing than they are in winning games at minute, and I think that's up in the brains. I think that's upstairs in the mentality, and I think he's done a brilliant job while he's been there, Mikel, and he's turned that club round, and they've got a great squad. But he's just, I remember texting Pep saying, "We're coming to get you."
Yeah, yeah.
This is months ago, and I just felt that. If they put their act together, they could give him a run for the money. But Arsenal still should do it. But I think he's talking because it's bloody horrible to be interviewed by people every week when you're in that situation and you know what's coming, and you don't really want to talk about it. You just want to get off home. But you've got to say something, and you've got to be positive.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with management and interviews and things. And you know what it's like, Ali. You don't want to say,
you've got to be careful. And I think he's trying to take a little bit of pressure off his players there. I think he's just got to get. I think you make the point, Neil. I think he's just got to remind the Arsenal players that they are a quality team, and remind them how they got where they are at this moment in time.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's all he has to do. He doesn't have to do anything else, because I just look at where they've come from in the last few years, and by God, they've done really well, haven't they? They've done really well. So he ain't got to worry about all this background noise. He's just got to do it in the dressing room. I think he's got to talk individually to one or two of them, not just all together. I know. You've had it all where the manager comes in and crisis time or trying to win something and sits you all down. But I think in his case, he's got to take one or two of the younger lads and put his arm around in the office and just have a 1v1 really, because they just look as though the doubt has set in. And if you're not careful, it's like a poison, really. So listen, we're talking about all this, but the biggest game at weekend is Torquay versus Hemel Hempstead, lads.
Come on then, give us a rundown.
We're going for the playoffs now. Only 2 games to go.
Brilliant.
So we've done ever so well. Yeah, I mean, we've got all the lads back fit and all. Jimmy Ball's in charge. It's nice to have I took over for a few games, Ali, and I know that. I had 2 subs. And they were both kids. I just said to all the 11 that started, none of you's coming off, even if you're injured, okay?
Well, listen, we'll look out for that one, Neil.
All
Great
right,
to talk again. Thank you.
Good luck in the weekend, Neil. See you soon.
Cheers, Ali. Ta-ra.
Neil Warnock, there you go. Right, very quickly. What a time it is in boxing. We've seen wins for Tyson and Moses in recent weeks. Are they excited for AJ Fury, or is it too late?
No, it's not too late. Yes, I'm excited, but I can't lie to you. I don't have the same enthusiasm for it as I did a few years back, but I will absolutely watch it. And I will.
Get ready for back-to-back boxing this weekend on DAZN. This Friday, Rivalry reignites as Nathaniel Collins and Cristobal Laurenti meet again after a controversial draw up in Scotland. Then on Saturday, Showtime as Ben Whittaker looks to light it up in Liverpool. He faces Brian Suarez, the Argentinian, promised to bring real heat and be Whittaker's toughest test to date. Brian Suarez, don't know him, Whittaker, class. Yeah. Adding even more firepower to the night, the undercard is stacked with Molly McCann and Leo Atang all in action. Join DAZN Ultimate now and you get 12 plus pay-per-views a year, including Fabio Wardley against Dubois at no extra cost. $9.46.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Sign up now at dazn.com/boxing.
Mate, honestly, what's happened, mate? What's happened? You lot are finding new ways to disgrace yourselves. Somehow, in the last 2 years, every week you find another way to embarrass yourselves and disgrace yourselves, and you've done it again. I mean, I don't know how you do it, mate. You lot, you are some team. Every week it's the same thing, yet it gets worse. It's worse and worse and worse and worse.
What do you want?
I don't know what you want to say, mate.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I want to see you lot try and pull yourself away from the Championship. Now, what you do? You know what you're doing? You want to go there. Here's what I'm seeing now.
What do you mean?
It's at the end of the night, right? You know, the end of the night when everyone's gone out and loads of beers.
Terrible analogy.
At the end of the night, you say to your mates, I'm not having a kebab on the way home. Right? That's what you say, right? I don't want a kebab. Right? I don't want to disgrace myself. Mate, you want kebab. You are that kebab team.
Yeah.
Every single week.
It's the worst analogy ever.
It's not because no, it's not because no one wants to wake up stinking a kebab. And you lot stink a kebab.
Yeah.
You stink a kebab. Fingers next morning, you know that smell?
Eight minutes to 10. Alan McCoist in Brazil. Right, we need your help. talkSPORT Breakfast has been nominated for a Trick Award.
Brilliant.
Here's Shaban. Shaban, good morning. Tell us a wee bit more.
talkSPORT Breakfast has officially been nominated for the best radio talk show at the Trick Awards, but we need your help, please. Where else would you get jokes between Jeff and Ali that nobody else gets?
Just seen former chess grandmaster Gary Kasparov in the cafe, Jeff. I asked him to pass the salt and pepper. It took him 26 minutes.
Yep, still don't get that one. Where else would you get incredible historical insight from Ray Parlour?
The party they must have had when they won the war.
Yeah.
Because we all have been German now, wouldn't we? Blasé, wasn't he? Winston Churchill. He went for things and we think, whoa.
God, he loved a bevy, didn't he?
Well, obviously the cigars, and it could have gone either way, but it was unbelievable how they took chances and it come out on top.
Churchill loved a bev. That's history right there. Where else would you get Gabby Agbonlahor proving that he can't spell some of the easiest words imaginable?
And that word is bolognese.
B.
Jermaine.
E.
What?
E.
No.
There's no E in bolognese.
Poor Gabby. miles off it. The boys also know how to pull off interviews with some of the biggest names around. Just this week, we were joined by Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard, who gave a very honest opinion on the current state of his former club.
It was really worrying and concerning the way Liverpool did crumble, and also even more alarming what the players are saying after the game, saying there's no fight, we gave the game up. Worrying times, I must say.
But more importantly, breakfast radio is all about waking you up the best way possible. And what better way to start the day than with a bit of singing on talkSPORT.
Don't waste your time on me, you're already the voice inside my head.
Gold! Always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe it. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know. Oh, you don't know you're beautiful. Well, I can see you'll understand what I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you, and I can't believe you don't know.
Hey, do you know my favourite is? I love a Kasparov one. I don't like a Kasparov one.
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet.
Yeah.
And you and Parlour, you enlightening the nation with Churchill loving a bevy, and Parlour's summary of the Second World War was it could have gone either way.
They loved a bit of the old Paul Roger, didn't they? And a cigar. Didn't sleep a lot, did he? You had just a cognac to bed and all that. Wow.
The Second World War.
Right, we need your help. talkSPORT Breakfast has been nominated for a Trick Award. Shaban, thank you. It's a public vote, don't forget. So we're calling on all of you to get us over the line. Don't let us numpties on mid-morning or drive beaters. Entries to vote for talkSPORT Breakfast and the Trick Awards close this Friday at 5 p.m. So come on.
You imagine if they'd be unbearable, wouldn't they? I mean, they quite literally would be unbearable, whereas we wouldn't.
Just head to trick-poll.org.uk trick-poll.org.uk to cast your vote. And even more exciting news, Ali. Here we go.
Get in there.
It's a Wolves song. talkSPORT have teamed up with Villa to create a fan zone for all England games for the World Cup. It's not long now.
No, it's not.
Here's the main man to tell us more. Gab, morning.
Listen up, England fans. talkSPORT have teamed up with Aston Villa to create a fan zone for all England games for the World Cup. I'll be there to kick things off at Villa's brand new venue, The Warehouse, for the first game against Croatia on the 17th of June, with massive screens as we start our World Cup campaign. Head to talksport.com/fanzone now to buy your tickets. It's coming home.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I bet it's not the same warehouse that you and I used to go to.
No.
Remember that one?
Oh, do I? Yeah, absolutely.
That was a great wee spot.
The warehouse. Yeah. Well, Glasgow was great. It's all gone now, you say.
Oh, it's not the same, mate. It's not the same. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record. It breaks your heart to walk about Glasgow. I mentioned you, Sucky Hall Street or Girl Street, everything. It's such a shame. Tragedy. We used to go, remember, the old Panama Jacks? And, what was the one, the pub down there? Panama Jacks. Can't remember.
Well, you had Muscular Arms in the square, didn't you?
Aye.
You had Joanna's. God, that's a long time ago.
Devil's Advocate.
All right.
That was the pub next to the one on the Clyde side. Definitely.
We used to go to the Mulberry, which is not Glasgow.
The Mulberry's in Shawlands.
I know.
At the top of the hill.
We used to go there.
Aye.
You know, in the old firm games, there was a Celtic and Rangers end in there.
It's brilliant, eh?
Yeah.
I think it's all ours now. I think we
then there was the Doon Castle in Shawlands.
Some good pubs in Shawlands. We used to go to the village, the Granary. The Granary was the one in the corner.
Beer
Brilliant.
Keller?
Yes. Brilliant.
Right, listen, have a great.
I will do. I'm heading to Arsenal tonight, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing the Arsenal
tonight. I think we'll be all
tonight.
right tonight.
I think so too, mate.
Hopefully, I'm back tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
And don't go away. Jim and Simon coming next. Thank you for this morning. Hope you enjoyed it. We did. Thank you.
Did.
You're looking for a commentator. Alan McCoist available.
Oh, we've already got that covered. Sorry.
I walked out of the stadium on Saturday